Expires March 2nd, 2026.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
UBE and PireWare.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWare.com. Go Pirates!
Back here on the Rich Eisen Show is one big simulcast. We're back here on the radio. LeBron, a triple-double last night, the oldest to do such a thing. He was asked after the game if he was, in fact, still having fun.
You were oozing joy before the game. Cameras caught you dancing. Where did that joy come from tonight?
That's always me. I don't know. I mean, it's always, I'm a goofy-ass 41-year-old kid. I mean, I think people should know that by now, right? I think that's, yeah, that's just me. I'm just a goofy, I get to play basketball. Like, they pay me to play basketball. Like, why wouldn't I be happy about that? I get to be with my son and my teammates and people, all these unbelievable fans. They've watched me throughout my career and they give me all the support and love. And it's like I enjoyed my, is it work? It's not even, I enjoy what I do. So have fun. You see me on the court, see me in the back. I just love what I do.
Mm-hmm. Still going at it.
Yeah, sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's truly one of the LeBron haters of all time.
But he claims
he's on the Mount Rushmore of the Mount LeBron.
Everything points to you being.
Oh, he's goofy. He's out there having fun, flopping and rolling around and faking getting hit in the face.
He's trying to win. He's trying to win.
Sure.
If you're not trying.
Best actor?
Why not? By the way, he was outstanding as an actor for Judd Apatow.
He really was.
Outstanding. Him and John Cena were the stars Okay?
True.
All right. At any rate,
He and Bill Hader had great chemistry.
It's just great to see. I still can't. We just talked with Tim Hardaway about Stuart Scott. I did Sports Centers after his high school games. It's 2026. He's triple doubling. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And it's just also unbelievable that he's the second Los Angeles Star player to be referred to as a goofy ass this week. He referred to himself as such, LeBron, Puka Nacua,
good one, Rick,
on the business end of such a slander. Or an accurate description from Ernest Jones IV.
Hey.
Who's the third Los Angeles Star
Things in threes.
to be called a goofy ass?
I'm sitting next to him.
There he is. Mike Del Tufo, goofy ass.
Wait, Chris, you just called him a star in Los Angeles.
Yeah, let's not do that. Don't feed the
He's on
animals.
the halftime show.
We don't want to bleep what I'm going to say right now.
When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan for you. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs, and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen. Fun show. Thanks to Tim Hardaway Sr., thanks to Field Yates, and thanks to Vinny Pasquantino for zooming in from the Cactus League for the Kansas City Royals.
That's a first, right?
That's maybe a first from the Cactus League, where the Dodgers play and their star defensive their star pitcher and designated hitter, the goofy ass Shohei Ohtani.
Del Tufo
and the goofy ass.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. We're about an hour away from the first pitch of the 2026 ECU baseball season, and Cliff Godwin has his team ready to go. Colby Wallace returns for his junior season and is preparing to pitch and play infield.
Yeah, I'm definitely preparing to do both. It's kind of we've got a deep bullpen, so, I'm just going to try and find a role and, just help the team whenever I can.
And pitching coach Austin Knight has another former Pirate joining his staff this year in Jake Agnos, and says he has made an immediate impact.
Very thankful to have him with us every day. The guys love him, as you can imagine, with as energetic as he is and as funny as he is and passionate and all the things that you want in a young coach.
And coming up on Pirate Radio Live, Jake Agnos' brother, former Pirate pitcher Zach Agnos, will join the show, along with another former Pirate, Jake Hunter. ESPN's Evan Cohen will also join us, along with Morgan Ehlers, Brian North, and Alex Harper. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
If you missed Pirate Radio Live, you missed.
Former Pirate Trey Benton. Is baseball in your future, whether it be coaching, training, just being any kind of part of the game?
You know, it's hard to not think that I wouldn't do anything baseball related. Obviously, we got this family tire business, and I've always known I was going to be a part of that. That kind of makes it a little hard to think about coaching college and pro ball and stuff just because of the travel and how much you have to put into this. But I definitely want to train some people and just kind of give back and tell some people some of the things that I learned along the way.
Pirate Radio Live, weekdays from 3 to 6, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey, and we got left side. Strong side.
Y'all are intimidating guys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
Gun, first down ECU, spinning free, still on his feet. Marlon Gunn Jr. is gone.
How about them Pirates, baby?
You already know, my guy.
Pirate pride, baby. Pirate pride.
From the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to an opening day edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app. You can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Got a lot of great videos and content there for you, including this show each and every weekday from 3 to 6. Drop by. How you feeling? Chat gang. What is on your mind on this opening day of ECU baseball season? We will have a baseball preview for you from 3 to 4 on today's program. We'll hear from former Pirates Jake Hunter and Zach Agnos, and also go out live to Clark LeClaire Stadium. Jared Watkins will join us later on in hour number 1. So a big baseball hour coming up here to start today's show. We'll talk to Tony Dunn from the C3 podcast, tie a bow on the Super Bowl and the 2025 NFL season, and do a quick look ahead to 2026. Also, Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio unsportsmanlike. You can hear it every morning here on Pirate Radio. He will join us to talk some topics in the world of sports. Mr. Energy, really enjoyed my chat with him, and you'll hear that coming up on today's program. Also, Brian North will join us, Morgan Ehlers as well, and AHarp, Alex Harper, all coming up on this Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We've got Shirley Rhodes here. We got intern Nick. Nick. Nick got a bumper? Does he really deserve that? Does he really? I guess so. And you got anything from Mekhi? I mean, we got to get, there's no Mekhi Pfeiffer, I guess, is Mekhi's spot. We can get that. We do have, we got big ECU news I got to get to, plus all the baseball stuff. But boy, Nick dropped a bomb on me right before the show started. I don't know how these things work, but apparently he greased his hinges or something. What'd you say? You fixed your hinges? He got a match on Hinge.
Okay, so what had happened was I got a like on Hinge, and Clip had made the thing before that he wanted to be involved, wanted to try and do messages. Yeah. So I said, you know what, this would be kind of funny to do it because I just saw it. Let's have Clip, and if other people want to help, they can craft up the opening message here.
All right, so we are going to make the initial reach out, the initial message for Nick's Hinge counterpart. Kind of an introductory, I guess, like
what I try to do most of the time is have it relate to a hobby or interest of theirs and make it funny.
Okay.
But I have not looked at the profile at all. I just saw I got the like, and I went, this would be really funny. You
haven't even looked at the profile?
No.
Okay.
I saw the thing first, and I went, I got to tell Clip. This would be funny.
Well, between myself, Shirley, Mekhi, and the chat gang, I think we should come up with a good, opening salutation from Nick to this mysterious potential Hinge date. So everybody, if you have any advice on what Nick should do for the first move, let us know in the chat gang. Let us know how you're feeling about Pirate baseball as East Carolina taking on Xavier at 4 o'clock. And we'll get to Jake Hunter in just a moment. We'll get to Zach Agnos later on this hour, Jared Watkins. But first, some big news. East Carolina University's Board of Trustees approved a restructured contract for head coach Blake Harrell. Blake Harrell, 14-5 since taking over in October of 2024. Blake getting the extension, keeping him here, I believe now until 2030, although every year contracts are broken. I think the key is what is the buyout, and I don't know that information. But you hope that buyout goes up, because if Blake keeps winning, the odds are there will be other suitors. There will be people on college football Hinge liking Blake Harrell and trying to get his services, so to speak. So, that's the. But I'm happy for Blake Harrell, the man and the coach, because I like to see him rewarded for what he's done here. You got to remember what he took over, which was, I guess, a pretty good roster, but a team that was in the dumps and got him to a bowl game. Came back the next year, a very successful year last year for East Carolina at 9-4, 6-2 in league play. So well-deserved for Blake Harrell. Another contract extension regarding ECU Athletics, and it's the head man with ECU Athletics, John Gilbert, who also agreed to a new contract. And John Gilbert was approved today by the Board of Trustees, a 3-year contract extension for John Gilbert. So what is the job of the AD? I think these days it's more of a fundraiser position than a coach hiring position, but John Gilbert does have a decision to make when it comes to ECU basketball following this down year. Coming off a good year, a pretty good year for Mike Schwartz in basketball, a down year this year. We'll see if Mike Schwartz is back for another year or if John Gilbert decides to go another direction. But John Gilbert and Blake Harrell receiving extensions today. And, yeah, I'm okay with both of those, especially on the Blake Harrell side. How do you feel about that? You can chime in on that in the chat gang. Yeah, Robert says, I wish his buyout was $5 million, but said I believe it's $1.8 million and goes down each year. Yeah, we need it bigger than that. Jamie says online dating is out of my wheelhouse. Well, that's kind of the point. That's why it's funny that us old people are going to try to help young love. Think about this. What if we send out the opening line, it works, Nick ends up marrying this girl, and at the wedding, it's us here at Pirate Radio and the chat gang. And that's all. That's all the people at the wedding, not even Nick's family. And the girl's you can't invite anybody. It's just Kenny Curlings, Jamie, Steve Hill, Chad, and the chat gangers. Adam says ECU 7, Xavier 2. He's got his opening day prediction. Jamie says, hey now.
Hey now.
Let's go Pirates, he says. Jerry says, hello. We are the PRL chat gang. Luke says, Clifton. Is he calling me by my government? Jamie says, Nick, be a little less of the nice guy, a little more rebel. I do like that. How do you be bad boy Nick in an opening message?
I don't really think there's a way to do that.
I know that's a tough one.
Just show like less respect for the other person.
Hey, how are you? Parentheses, not that I care. In parentheses.
With a really like annoyed emoji at the
end. Would you like to hang out sometime? If you don't, whatever.
It's just trying to fill time, that's all.
Yeah, just trying to make it through this miserable world. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like bad boy would be if somebody messaged you first and then you could kind of go from there. But yeah, give us some ideas on how we can get Nick on a date. So you're right now you are flying completely solo. Nothing going on.
Well, you make me sound so much fun. But yeah, I guess so.
I mean, you have no planned dates.
Oh, no.
None of the previous three are still talking. No. They're gone. Okay. That was my question.
Okay.
Yeah, Jamie says you can send an eye roll emoji. Want to hang out?
I don't think that would work.
Or like, I think you're very attractive. LOL.
Should I try the Glenn approach?
Which would be?
He gave out a lot of interesting ideas first up, but like, do I have to like tell her to go to an ECU basketball game and then I just magically appear there as well and just point at her through the crowd and go, let's date?
Oh, Wes.
Oh man, I got people mixed up. That's tough.
I hope Glenn's not listening.
I'm so sorry, Glenn.
That is, the Wes approach. You can take that approach. All right, we've got Zach Agnos joining us in about 20 minutes. But before we get there, let's hear my chat with Jake Hunter. Everybody's path to the professional baseball is different, and he took a wayward one, but man, he got there, and the story's pretty cool, and we talked about that and more with former Pirate righty Jake Hunter. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, former Pirate righty, and we'll talk some baseball and about the hottest team in the NBA, the Charlotte Hornets, with Jake Hunter, who joins us. Jake, how you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
I'm great, and looks like you're doing well. Some beautiful weather where you are, so tell us where you are and what you're doing right now.
Yeah, so I'm in Fort Myers, Florida. I actually just got done for the day about an hour ago. Just ate lunch, so yeah, pretty much just getting ready for the season coming up.
So a member of the Twins organization, but let's talk about last year, Jake, in that MLB draft league. And we talked to you while you were, I believe, pitching in that league, or either right before you started, but stellar numbers, 4-0, 2.6 ERA, and obviously caught some folks' attention. What went right for you playing baseball, pitching last year?
Yeah, I mean, I guess really just, getting into a new spot, getting comfortable. Obviously it was a good league with, professional players and stuff, but yeah, I think, just felt comfortable. It's not easy playing every day and traveling every day, and I think I got to some guys, but just sticking through it. But yeah, no, I played well, which was fun.
Not everybody's road is the same, and guys get drafted out of high school, drafted out of college. Some guys go the minor league route. You went the MLB draft route, and you always knew, I'm sure, that you had an opportunity. But pretty cool story, right? Undrafted, finding yourself in that league, and now you're with the big league team.
Yeah, really, it was a cool journey. I had heard a little bit, after the draft about some signings and stuff, but they obviously wanted to see me play a little bit more. Wait to see what some guys are doing and stuff like that for them. So, but yeah.
I like to ask you guys, if we saw you now and then watched tape of you at ECU, will we notice a difference? How about with you, Jake? Anything with your pitching style, the number of pitches you throw, the way you throw? Would we notice a change from you now to your ECU days?
Yeah, there's a big change. I think at ECU I threw like 2 or 3 pitches. Now I throw 5. Arm slot's a little slower, body moves a little quicker. Yeah, you would definitely see a difference.
Was the additional pitches, is that something you came up with? Was that a pitching coach, somebody you worked with? Where did that come about?
I got it from my coach in the draft league was Jimmy Nelson, who played for the Brewers.
Yeah.
For in the 2010s. So he was kind of, helping me a little bit with stuff like that. And then when I go over here to the pro ball side, they were like, yeah, no, everything looks good, so let's just keep it going.
So I believe you were a starter, right, in the draft league. Is that what you are, in the Twins spring training as a starter? Could you go to the bullpen? What do you know about your role wherever you end up?
They haven't really told us. I think right now I'm slated to be a reliever, like a long reliever or like a spot starter sort of deal. But no, they haven't really finalized much.
So this is kind of your first taste with the Twins, right? You were signed, I believe, in August. Did you get to know people from the organization back then, or is this kind of your first cup of coffee with the team?
Yeah, I came down here. I think I was here for a week and a half or 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I mean, even then, you don't really meet people. It's kind of hard to develop relationships in a week, 2 weeks. But yeah, I already known one guy in the draft class, so he was kind of, helping me out, getting comfortable here. But yeah, this is really the first time I've kind of met everybody.
Is it mostly individual work right now, Jake, when you get kind of into the team aspect of it and start playing, I don't know, scrimmages or preseason, things like that?
Yeah, so right now they kind of have us in groups. I don't really know what it's based on. But right now it's me and 3 other guys that were, drafted around the later rounds or undrafted guys. So we had a bullpen yesterday, and then we throw live on Saturday. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty individual, really. You kind of come up there to the training room and get your day started about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and then you're done by noon, unless you have lift, and you get done a little bit later. But no, it's pretty individual.
You mentioned lunch a moment ago, so I'll talk about the facilities and food there in a moment. But how about, I always hear the minor league stories about travel and food and things like that. What about with the MLB Draft League playing in Frederick? How was that lifestyle for you?
It's a lot different than ECU. I don't. I guess the best way to put it is I got kind of spoiled in Greenville from that aspect. But no, it was fun. The travel was kind of the worst part. We'd play you play 2 games in Youngstown, Ohio, and then you have a day game in Penn State, and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Why are we Just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, the travel was kind of bad.
How about down there in Florida? How are they treating you down there?
No, it's nice. You obviously get fed breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all you can eat. Um, Training room whenever you want. You can do. I mean, really, you can just do whatever you want as long as you're healthy and ready to play. They don't really care.
Yeah, I talked to Josh Groves, and it stood out to me. It could be a good thing or a bad thing. He talked about how regimented things were at ECU, and then once you leave, you're kind of on your own. I mean, the team obviously has goals for you and things like that, but it's on you to get the work in, right? So how have you handled that part of it? Maybe with somebody not telling you what to do, but you still have to do your job, do your work.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple. ECU lays a pretty good foundation and discipline and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, really just kind of focusing on what you have that day, and then doing good that day. And I mean, really, if you look at it, I'm only doing stuff for 2 hours out of the day. So like, if I'm not able to lock in for 2 hours of my day, then there's something wrong.
There you go. Jake Hunter joining us, part of the Minnesota Twins organization. Awesome to say that, Jake. East Carolina about to get their season underway, and man, high expectations, as you may imagine, here in Greenville for another Pirate baseball team. Jake, were you able to come around Greenville at all this offseason?
I was able to come for the purple gold, the ring ceremony. So I think I saw the Saturday scrimmage of that game, but I mean, I only saw the back half of it.
What's it like just being able, if you're able to, coming back, and they kind of open the doors for you, right? I know a lot of guys were back here this offseason that were former players. So I really think that's part of why ECU has been able to keep such a solid program, the foundation with Cliff Godwin and you guys able to continue the family even after you're gone.
Yeah, I mean, Coach does a great job of, welcoming everyone back, regardless of how many years you played or if you were even a good player, bad player, it doesn't really matter. But I mean, I know when I was in college, seeing the minor league guys and the major league guys kind of being there, like even the same time we were doing our stuff, like it's kind of motivating in a sense, because you're like, wow, I wish I had that life. But yeah, no, it's cool. It's definitely unique. I talked to some guys and they're like, yeah, like we don't go back. Like it's not like a thing.
Right.
And I was like, oh, well, it's a thing in Greenville, so I guess we're a little bit different with that.
Absolutely. And you talk about motivation, Jake, you were highly motivated because you went through some injuries. I remember a time where we didn't know, hell, we thought you might miss 1.5 years or 2 years or something like that. And whether it be just your will or modern science and medicine, you were able to get back out there. But, man, I know I think you surprised everyone with the way you were able to come back so fast and pitch so well.
Yeah, definitely was blessed for to not have as serious of what we kind of thought it was going to be. Yeah, it's crazy. An 8-month recovery for that is very. I was very fortunate to not have any setbacks. Definitely think that if I was on the professional side of things, I would have taken things a little bit slower.
Right.
Because I wouldn't say I really felt healthy until like halfway through the season. Just because it's a mental thing, kind of takes some time to trust your body again. But no, I was definitely fortunate for that.
Jake, I hate to ask you about like your worst moments as an athlete, but like when I see you high level athletes get injured, sure, we see pain on the face, but there's almost like anger and disgust, like when it first happens and something's wrong. So what's that feeling like, Jake, where you're just like, I'm screwed. Like I know something bad just happened. I don't know exactly what it was, but this ain't good.
Yeah, you kind of just hope it's not what you think it is.
Right.
I mean, obviously we tend to overreact to any little nick and bruise and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, obviously it sucked. Kind of like, it's the back half of the year. I think we had just lost Root and Shankman, so I was about to get a bump in some innings, and yeah, it was just unfortunate timing and everything with the back half of the season coming up with that. But yeah, it was tough. Kind of, I don't want to say watching our season kind of go under after that. I don't know what our record was, but definitely didn't help when all three of us went out.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, let's talk about good moments because that was kind of a bummer. Jake, what are your favorite moments as a Pirate pitching here in Greenville?
I mean, one of them is as a fan, that Wake Forest game is always super cool. I mean, you get to watch two major league pitchers play.
Yeah.
Um, and then, I mean, I really just enjoyed every single like road trip, like in conference play. I love those trips, flying out to a different state. And, you know, you're hanging out with the boys, of course, doing homework or whatever. But like the memories of just like staying in a hotel and walking around some of the campuses and like walking around the hotel and stuff. Like I always enjoyed that part. And then of course the games are always fun.
I know you want to be in the big moment, Jake, but you know how cool was it to see? First of all, Gavin Williams going toe to toe with Tariq Skubal twice in 1 week was pretty freaking awesome, and then Trey Savage up that by doing what he did in the World Series. Again, one day that could be you on the big stage, but how cool was it to see some old Pirates in big moments?
Yeah, no, that was awesome. Kind of putting our brand out there even more than what it already is. It's cool seeing, especially like I didn't play with Gavin. I mean, I know of him and like I've talked to him before, but you know, like seeing Trey, kind of just like you just kind of look at major leaguers as a kid and you're like, wow, that's so cool. And then now it's like I shared a locker room with that guy like, last year, and now he's pitching in the World Series. Like it's just cool to see that.
No doubt. Jake Hunter joining us. Jake, a very loyal guy, too. And I know that because he is a diehard Hornets fan, and I'm talking bottom of the barrel, getting beat by 40 Hornets. I still have that text. I texted you. I was like, no way you're watching this crap. And you immediately texted me back a picture of your television, and you're watching them lose by 40. And I don't know why you put yourself through that, but now I do. It all pays off when they go on a run like they're on now. They've won 9 out of 10, and Jake, you got to be feeling pretty good about Buzz City right now.
Yeah, they just overtook the 9 seed from Atlanta last night. Got a little hairy. They were up by like 20 in the third quarter, and then they decided to cut it close late. But yeah, no, Charlotte sports are looking good with the Panthers and the Hornets.
Yeah, really. And, I mean, I know it's in Raleigh, but throw in the Hurricanes. It's been a pretty good time to be a North Carolina pro sports fan. I was a Colin Sexton fan. I was kind of bummed they traded him, but folks are telling me Kobe White can be even better. So how you feeling about this kind of tail end of the season? You think they get in the playoffs or at least in the play-in here?
Yeah, I think that they definitely going to sneak into the play-in. I think the Bulls kind of sold everything they had with Kobe and all their other pieces. But yeah, I mean, I like the Kobe White addition. I like Sexton too. He played hard, turned the ball over a little bit too much, but he played hard.
And no way you thought Con Knipple would be this good, right?
I mean, I didn't think he'd be this good. I thought he was going to be like a 40% 3-point shooter. I didn't think he'd be putting the ball on the floor and scoring.
Yeah.
I didn't think he'd be able to create his own shot in the NBA. No, not yet.
It's been fun to watch, man. I appreciate you letting me get back on the bandwagon because I mean you suffered through it. I was able to put it to the side, but
yeah.
I'm
we're not 500 yet. We're not 500 yet.
Not quite.
We're getting there.
We're getting close. All right, Jake. Well, what's kind of next for you? It's just day to day right there. Any key dates or anything you're looking at here this month or in March?
Not really. Pretty much just prepping for my lives every week. It looks like they're going to be every Saturday until the season or until like the spring training games start. So yeah, it's pretty much gotta do good in those and show them what I got, and we'll see what happens.
Well, good luck, man. Still got a lot of fans, obviously, here in Eastern North Carolina, so we're pulling for you, keeping up with you, and wish you the best of luck, Jake. Thank you for joining us today, man.
Yep, thank you.
Objectifying it, I just was pointing out.
He would be Sir Mix-a-Lot's favorite ECU pitcher. man. Makai did not want you to hear what we were saying about Jake Hunter there. He censored everything Shirley had to say about Jake Hunter's butt. All right, before we wrap up on today's show, we will have an introductory message from Nick to this girl on Hinge. We've learned a few things. Jamie, she lives in Wilmington. So if you have any Wilmington-related things we can add to this. She likes to travel. I think we're going to focus on that part of it because Nick just went to Alaska. So we're going to come up with something good for Nick to send this girl to hopefully get him another hot date. Well, take a break. When we return, Zach Agnos joins us, Colorado Rockies pitcher. Back with you on Pirate Radio Live after this.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Greenville Motor Company celebrating 40 years serving the automotive needs of Greenville and Eastern Carolina. Here is Greenville Motor Company's Brian Cook.
We have flexible financing options, work great with all credit types to fit the right plan and payment terms you need. We have a friendly, no-pressure sales staff focused on finding the best fit for you.
Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. Go to driveherenow.com. Driven by service, powered by trust. Greenville Motor Company.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Looking for the perfect getaway? Discover Washington, North Carolina, where small town charm meets waterfront adventure. Stroll along the scenic waterfront, explore unique shops and local restaurants, or kayak the Pamlico River at sunset.
From family fun to romantic escapes, Washington has something for everyone. Plan your next trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com and experience why they call it the original Washington.
Visit us in Washington. Your escape starts here.
Looking for your new go-to spot? Check out Fish Street Hardware Restaurant and Tap Room in downtown Greenville. Open Tuesday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 to 11, and Sunday 11 to 5. Single on Tuesdays at 7, Wings and Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic Thursdays 7 to 9, hosted by Lonnie Britton, and live music Fridays and Saturdays from 8 to 11. The Yappy Hours Thursday to Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off all appetizers. Check socials and website for all information at Fish Street Hardware.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Coach Steve Shankweiler, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And a quick Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard as we head back into the show. East Carolina's softball team is hosting Buffalo in their Purple Gold Classic this weekend. East Carolina leading 4-3 after the first inning. And now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right. Welcome back. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Talking baseball here, hour number 1 of the show. And as we await Zach Agnos joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line, Shirley, let's hear from a couple of guests earlier this week as Aaron Fitt joined me on the program to talk ECU baseball. Earlier, what was that, Tuesday or Wednesday, we talked to Aaron Fitt, and he gave his thoughts on the 2026 Pirates.
Yeah, I'm really, really high on this team. You know, it's a team that I think is going to be returned to normalcy, you know, and normalcy in Greenville is a good thing because they've done a whole lot of winning, you know, over the years. I think this is a vintage ECU club, really. I mean, just the way that they finished the year last year, I thought was obviously very encouraging. They look like a normal East Carolina team at that regional. I mean, that's a very scary team. And, you know, those freshmen all kind of taking their lumps last year is going to pay dividends this time around because now you got a hungry bunch of sophomores that are talented and experienced. You know, you're healthier on the mound now, getting a couple of guys back from injury they were counting on last year. You still got, you know, a premier ace atop the rotation like most of the great ECU teams have had, you know, whether it's Trey Savage or Gavin Williams or Agnos. I mean, they always have a guy, it seems like, when they're at their very best, who can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the country, and that's Ethan Norby. I just think that's such a separator. You got one of the 3 best pitchers in the whole country.
Aaron Fitt high on this ECU baseball team. Aaron Fitt from D1 Baseball talking about the Pirates there. And yesterday on Pirate Radio Live, we talked to Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton, and asked him if he thought East Carolina was a team that would not only get to the postseason, but potentially host in the postseason. You call it like you see it. Is this an ECU team you think, sounds like you think they'll be in the postseason. Is it a team you could see hosting in the postseason?
I do. I see that. You know, it was a team that won the tournament last year and still received a number 3 seed instead of a number 4, which was more likely for a club like that just winning its tournament. I think that showed a lot of respect for ECU. So as the selections are being made, I think you'll see that ECU's name will pop up for a possible host site.
All right, Coach O, Dr. Gary Overton knows a thing or two about Pirate baseball and host sites, and thinks the Pirates have an opportunity to do that this season. We have a starting lineup for Game 1. East Carolina taking on Xavier, batting first. Leading off for the Pirates will be Braden Burris, playing third base. Batting second, playing right field, Jack Herring. Jack Vogel will be the DH, batting third. Austin Irby over at first, hitting cleanup. Carlos Jacome playing second base. Okay. Burris at third. Carlos at second. Who's at short? I'll tell you in a moment. Grady Linehan, I've heard a lot about him, will be in center field, batting 6th. Jeff Sabater playing left field, batting 7th. Colby Wallace, shortstop for the Pirates, hitting 8th. Walker Barron will be the catcher for ECU, hitting 9th, and Ethan Norby on the mound, game 1 for ECU. Colby Wallace getting the opening day shortstop role for the Pirates. Interesting. We'll see how they look defensively. It'll be certainly different to see him at short rather than third base. Shirley, see if J-Bone is available. Told him we'd call him a little later, but we'll see if Jarrett's available as we await Zach Agnos here. Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live, talking Pirate baseball here. Hour number 1, and we'll hit some other topics coming up in hours 2 and 3 of today's show. Do we have a hockey update? I don't know where Nick went. I think Canada playing right now. Team USA winners against Latvia yesterday. What do we have going on right now, Nick?
Canada versus Switzerland. It is 2-1 Canada. Switzerland just scored to bring it to 2-1.
2-1 in the first period. Earlier today, Finland knocking off Sweden. 4-1 was that final on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by the Buck. A couple of other scores. Slovakia beating Italy 3-2, and Chechnya, the Czech Republic beating France 6-3. The women, USA women, have a 1-0 lead over Italy in the first period in the Olympics. On the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard, presented by the Buck, a special Sunday night sports trivia going on at the Buck this week, because they'll have the Dwarfinators in town Monday night with some wrestling. All right, we've got Zach Agnos joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Rockies reliever, former Pirate great. He joins us here. Zach, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. I appreciate y'all having me on. I'm getting ready to watch some Pirate baseball here in a little bit.
Yeah, man. Folks are fired up about this team. Some core returners with, of course, Ethan Norby and Colby Wallace, Austin Irby, Braden Burris, Walker Barron, to name a few. And then some really good newcomers as well, Zach. So, no, you were around a little bit, right, during this offseason. Did you get a chance to see any of these guys?
Yeah, I mean, I was just going to mention that. I spent all offseason there, and yeah, I got to spend some time with the guys. They were awesome. Not only just asking me questions, but asking like Gavin Williams questions, Rose, Trey, all those guys questions. They weren't afraid, and I think that's a great characteristic of a good team, is people that aren't afraid to ask questions. And some guys opened up and talked about struggles and stuff like that, and showed some vulnerability. And I think it's awesome. I mean, like you said, there's a great group there. There's a great core of returners, and also a lot of talent. Obviously, I hung around the pitchers a little bit more, but, I mean, I'm not worried about, Gotro and Palumbo getting those boys, and Coach Godwin getting those boys ready in the field and at the plate. And, yeah, a lot of talent, a lot of stuff to be excited for.
No doubt. And you mentioned Jay Gotro, big addition, all the portal guys, the freshmen, big additions. But the biggest move this offseason was bringing in Jake Agnos to the staff. And I think that's what we need, Zach, to put us over the top.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, I might be a little bit biased, but, I think Jake's a pretty good coach. He's got definitely a ton of knowledge up there that, guys should tap into. And, I'll be completely transparent with you. He has helped me tremendously this offseason, with some of my pitches and some of my processes. So, yeah, I mean, he's getting me prepared for, a big season. And, I mean, those hours at the field, they're not always kind to the staff, but the fact that Jake would take extra time out of his day to go to the field with guys and also do some extra work with me was super special. And I'm so appreciative of it, and I'm ready to see him kind of getting into his element.
That's really cool to hear, man, and I'm glad he has this role on this ECU baseball team. Had some great discussions this week with Jake Hunter just a moment ago, but Trey Benton earlier in the week talked about if he and Jake and Bryant Packard didn't have the injuries they had, he said that he thinks all three would be with you in the bigs right now, and you just never know what the path you'll take. And speaking of a path, Jake Hunter went the MLB Draft League path. You went a bit of a more traditional route, although it wasn't really traditional since you were like the everyday shortstop here, and now you're a closer in Major League Baseball. But let's talk about your climb to the majors, Zach, and what you were able to do last year. And man, got off to such a great start. I'll never forget your first save against my Braves, going through the meat of their order. It was both awesome and it pissed me off at the same time. But Zach, how about your year last year? Just like anything, ups and downs, right?
Right. And, I'll be honest with you. I think our relationship has taken a step back, Clip, since that outing. But no, I mean, it was obviously, first time for everything, right? First time experiencing success at the highest level and first time experiencing failure at the highest level. And, I mean, it took a lot for me to just look myself in the mirror, have uncomfortable conversations with coaches, other players, veterans on the team and stuff like that, and not tell me what I, wanted to hear, but what I needed to hear. And I think that's a huge difference. And it's just, like I said, it's looking yourself in the mirror. That's all I've been doing this off season, and I haven't been happy with how last season went. But, the Rockies, we got a whole new pitching department, front office that is just instilling belief and confidence in us pitchers here. So I'm excited to have a big year this year and, just stay with it. You mentioned that getting off to a hot start. I mean, getting off to a hot start's a piece of it, but I think it's more important to rebound from the tough outings and stay with my processes rather than, getting off to the hot start. Because at some point it's the big leagues and you're going to get smacked in the face because these guys get paid a lot of money to do what they do. And I know for a fact this year I'm going to make a great pitch and the hitter's going to put an even better swing on it, and there's nothing I can do about that.
Yep, that's what happens at the big league level. Zach Agnos joining us. Zach, real quick, I've never asked you about this before, and I know Wikipedia is not the best place to do research, but that's where I read this, so you can tell me if it's wrong or right. But you're playing summer ball in the Cape Cod League with the Bourne Braves, and apparently it says the last two-thirds of an inning you threw in the final game caught scouts' attention, clocked between 93 and 95. And I'm kind of wondering, where the genesis of Zach Agnos, the pitcher, where was it? Was that kind of a defining moment, or did it come later when you pitched more for East Carolina?
No, I definitely say it started there. I mean, it honestly started in high school. I remember the first meeting I had with Coach Godwin was him telling me that, hey, you're going to be a pitcher who plays a position. And then I had a couple outings on the mound, and he said, hey, you're going to be a position player that also pitches. And I kind of went away from pitching, and then I went to the Cape Cod League, and I don't know. I vividly remember begging Harvey Shapiro, who's a great coach up there, legend up there. I said, Harvey, please, 1 inning. That's all I'm asking for. 1 inning. It was the last game before the playoffs, and they brought in this guy who was a two-way somewhere else, and he wasn't throwing that hard. I walk up to him, and I was like, dude, I can throw harder than that. I can at least throw 93 miles an hour, which I had probably never hit 93. And I went up there, and I was like, all right. The kid kind of, didn't have a great inning, and I got brought in for the last two-thirds, and I was like, my whole goal, I mean, I might have thrown 10 pitches, and they all might have been fastballs, where my head was looking at the first baseman because I was just trying to throw so hard.
Yeah.
But, I was 93 to 95 and had a lot of meetings in the fall with teams, and all they talked about was pitching. They're like, I don't care about you hitting. I was like, well, I do. I was like, I think I'm going to help the team this year hitting, and they didn't care because, they run a business, and I had a higher ceiling on the mound to them, and now we're here. So
here we are. Yeah, no doubt. Zach, how are you doing health-wise heading into spring training and everything, and what's kind of on your docket? We talked to Jake yesterday. He said it was a kind of individual work right now. So what are you doing day to day, and how you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Body feels good. I've stuck to a good diet this off season. Jake's a fantastic cook, so he cooked us some good food, and his wife Georgia, they took care of me. They treat me like a little brother, which is great. It's always nice coming home to a cooked meal.
I think no matter how old you are or what you accomplish, you're always the little brother, Zach. So.
Exactly. I think I might be living with them for the rest of my life. No matter if I'm married and have 5 kids, or I'm living with Jake. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's been a good off season. I've gotten, I did a lot of work with Kevin Youngs, and he got me right. He helped me get on a good routine, which I think is going to be the biggest thing for me this year, is just getting on a consistent arm care routine, a consistent, body routine, mobility routine. So body's feeling good. I actually had a bullpen today, went great. So I'm in a really good spot to go out in spring training and just, show what I've got and compete for a spot in the bullpen.
All right, Zach Agnos, and is the plan to be on the Major League Opening Day roster, Zach?
Yeah, that's my plan. I firmly believe that I have the stuff to do it. I just got to go do it. It's a pretty simple game when you say.
And Commanders bouncing back in 2026?
I sure hope so. It's hard to get worse than last year.
Yeah.
Emotional roller coaster, depressing, but we'll be back. That's for sure. We ain't going down without a fight.
We'll be back. Zach, great to catch up with you, buddy. Good luck this year. We'll catch up with you again down the road, but appreciate you giving us a few minutes today, man.
I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you soon. And I'm excited to watch the Pirates go dominate this year.
Yeah, got Xavier this week. Let's start with the sweep. Ethan.
Yeah.
Ethan's about to shove, man. You ready?
Let's do it. I'm excited to watch. I gotta shower and get changed so I can flip it on and start following and screaming at my phone.
There we go. See you, buddy. Thanks, Zach.
All right. Thank you, guys. Have a good day.
Colorado Rockies reliever Zach Agnos. And, man, really fun to see him start his big league career in such an awesome way. And then, hey, like everybody, suffered some tough times and injury, but was able to come back with 2 strong appearances to wrap up 2025, hopefully setting him up for a big 2026. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll check in with J-Bone live at Clark LeClaire Stadium and wrap up hour number 1. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this. Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Hey, Pirate friends. This is Rhonda from Russell's in downtown Washington, inviting you to join us right now for our big winter clearance sale. Christmas exchanges are complete, and the winter clearance sale features all ladies' merchandise, 50% off, and men's winter merchandise, 40% off. The selection is fantastic from name brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and more. The deals are great, and the customer service is even better. So come see us at Russell's in downtown Washington on Main Street for great savings.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Celebrate Mardi Gras now through February 15th at Basil's on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great New Orleans flavor like Cajun fried shrimp po' boys, jambalaya, pizza muffaletta, and fried cheesecake. Come by today and every day until February 15th for Mardi Gras food and fun at Basil's. And if you want to order off the regular menu too, that is always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting pirates.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Lazy Boy Market Sample Sell-Off. We bought out an entire showroom of 100 one-of-a-kind pieces of Lazy Boy furniture. Now we're selling it all at drastically reduced prices. Floor samples slashed an additional 50 to 70% off. This is a one-time opportunity to shop extreme sell-off prices on brand new Lazy Boy styles, recliners, power recliners, sectionals, and leather furniture, designer chairs, cocktail ottomans, and much more. Hurry! You will never, ever find Lazy Boy furniture at such low prices again at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Miss Shirley, play my dad's commercial now.
Okay, Lincoln, you got it.
Looking for the best ride on four wheels? I'm Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts in Greenville. From parts to sales to service, we've got you covered with E-Z-Go, Club Car, and rugged utility carts ready to roll. Locally owned and operated, we'll even deliver right to you. Come see me on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School, or visit 360golfcarts.com.
360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates. Arr!
It's bow time. Hurry into Bojangles for 2 scratch-made sizzling sausage biscuits for just $4. One bite and you'll want breakfast for dinner. Good thing we serve breakfast all day, every day. But this isn't just breakfast. It's 2 for $4. So you can get 2 savory sausages on fluffy buttermilk biscuits. Biscuits made the right way, by hand. Oh yeah, did we mention they're never frozen? Well, you're probably hungry now, so hurry over to Bojangles, because this 2 for $4 deal won't last forever. It's bow time.
This is Josh Gross, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, wrapping up hour number 1. Get a quick live check-in with J-Bone. During the break, I was accosted by 2 Pirate fans walking into UBE, chastising me for not going to any basketball games this year. Said that I think the fellow's name was Spencer. He and his dad look at 213 and don't see me every game, and challenged me to go to the Memphis game later this year. So I felt bad, and I said I deserved the ribbing, but man, it's just tough. Been a bad year. But hey, coming off a win, and maybe they'll go out and get another one. And we're looking for some Pirate baseball victories today. Joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line, Jared Watkins, also known as J-Bone, a.k.a. Littlefinger, a.k.a. the little guy, a.k.a. Doug in, a.k.a. Big Time. Jared, how you doing?
Doing great, Clip. How we doing in studio?
Hey, we're doing good, buddy. This is a new, energized live check-in. Jared Watkins. Good news, Jared. You only have 1 minute on this segment here, so bring it. What's the scene looking like out at Clark LeClaire?
A lot of people ready for opening day. I'm standing here on the field, players running by, warming up. Cliff Godwin at home plate talking to Billy O'Connor, the Musketeers coach. So it's a good day here in Clark LeClaire Stadium.
Jared, we're out of time. Awesome report, man. Appreciate you joining us. Enjoy the game.
Yep, thank you. Y'all too.
All right, there is Jared Watkins. I think we found the formula, folks. Like 30 seconds. Anything beyond that, it would have gone south. But that was a great primer for ECU and Xavier. Once again, if you are just tuning in, Kobe Wallace starting at shortstop today for the Pirates. Derek says ECU softball looks good in the powder purple. Now I'm debating if it's my favorite uniform, the powder purple or the black with the pirate on the front. Shirley is keeping an eye on that game. Former Conley Viking Anna Sawyer hit a 2-run homer. What's the score right now?
I believe we are in the third inning or the bottom of the second. I don't have the scoreboard in front of me, but I do know it is 4-3 East Carolina as it stands.
All right. Shirley, can you give me a rim shot?
Sure.
Jamie says, Jarrett's usually dug in. Today he's dug out. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. We'll take a break.
Good one.
When we return, hour 2, we'll talk some NFL with Tony Dunn and with Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio. Got all that on the way. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
The stifling heat of summer, the bitter cold of winter. What do they have in common? The extreme temperatures of both force your home's heating and cooling system to work overtime to keep you comfortable. And that can cost you a lot of money. Fortunately, your neighbors at Greenville Utilities have several ways you can save energy. And that means saving you money on your utility bills. Just go to GUC.com and look for ways to save. That's GUC.com.
Jeff Stein here at Brown & Wood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and GMCs. That's right, GMC 1500s. You got 0% or 20% off. $11,549 off when you have a trade-in, and we have over 50 to choose from. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels and Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Your dream home starts with an unshakable foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprint to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, I was already excited for baseball, but seeing Mike Mullis in the booth put me over the edge. Mike Mullis on ESPN Plus, calling the action for ECU. We talk to Mully every Tuesday here on Pirate Radio Live. We talk to Tony Dunn every Friday. We make picks throughout the NFL season, and now, Tony, we enter the long off season. The first few months aren't that bad because we got free agency followed by the draft. It's really the summer that kind of drags on, but we're going to get through it. Tony, how you doing, buddy?
Good, Clip. There is some dry spells, but the NFL is pretty good about spreading things out a way where they kind of always seem to be relevant or not irrelevant for too long. You'll get OTAs and the rookie mini camps, and that'll break up some stuff. And you get the draft, and then then you get training camp. So, hey, before you know it, it'll be here, and then we'll be counting down the weeks to, it's 12 weeks before football's over.
I don't know if we've left anything unsaid about the Super Bowl, Tony. Do you have any unique thoughts on the Seahawks' dominant effort, especially defensively against the Patriots?
It's probably not. It's not like anything earth-shattering. I mean, I think a lot of people know it. For me, I'm kind of interested in this. Is that it seems like to consistently or to win a Super Bowl, you have to be elite on one side of the football and good, very good on the other side, right? So you need a complete team. But you have to, if you have an elite squad on one side or the other, that's what it seems to take. And I'm just kind of been thinking about this is how difficult it is. Everybody wants that quarterback, kind of that Patrick Mahomes, the guy that the Tom Brady, you're there every year. But it seems so hard to hit that, right? To find that. And like if I was building a team, I wonder, do I try to hit a bullseye when I'm hitting the dartboard, which is that quarterback, or do I just try to really build a great team and then find a guy that can do it? And what are the odds? If you're DraftKings or whoever the MGM, like what are the odds? Do you get better odds of winning the Super Bowl that way, or hitting that bullseye with a quarterback?
Well, look at the latest iteration of the Chiefs championship teams. It was led by defense. Remember, Tony? We were like, they were a tad sluggish offensively, even with Mahomes and an aging Kelsey, but their defense was so good. They were able to win it or either get there and then, of course, lose to the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is you got to have a quarterback to get you through the season. You have to have a good quarterback. You can't do this with a bad quarterback. That's for certain. So,
and we thought Sam Darnold was a bad quarterback for years.
Yeah. I mean, we did for years. 8 years. He was with bad teams.
Yeah.
It was with bad teams, and we said it last week. I think it was last week that we're still waiting for that moment for the shoe to drop and Sam Darnold to fall apart. And just because that was what our belief was. I wonder how we think about him going forward. Oh, I was thinking about our question last week about is this the greatest turnaround,
right?
Career turnaround. Steve Young. Well, you mentioned Steve Young. Steve Young he started with so far back. He started with Tampa Bay, And he was a number 1 overall pick, and he was considered a bust and traded away. And then he won, I think, 1 or 2 Super Bowls. So it's probably Steve Young and then Sam Darnold. And somebody mentioned, I don't know anything. Do you know Jim Plunkett?
I only know the name. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it either. So
Tony Dunn joining us on the Turner Home Team Live line. Tony talked to Jim Szoke earlier this week and asked him what the key objectives are for this Panthers offseason, and said still wanted to shore up some things on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of areas you can go, Tony, but if you had to put together a PowerPoint presentation, what's on your first slide when it comes to Panthers offseason?
I guess, we all look towards, every year everybody looks at the Super Bowl champion as like insight into what to do. And, the Seahawks were able to just win with 4 guys all season long. You know what I mean? And every guy in their front line had 7 sacks. It seemed like they didn't have a fastball pitcher or an ace. They just had a great rotation.
Yeah.
So I think the Carolina Panthers, I think you got to try to build a defensive front that wins without having to blitz, without having to rely on one guy. And I actually don't think the Panthers are particularly far away from maybe making that. Given that Derek Brown is arguably the best defensive tackle in the league, he showed that he has, disruptive pass rushing ability too this year. And then that Turk Wharton was a big free agent pickup for the Carolina Panthers, and they weren't able to get Milton Williams, but they got Turk Wharton, and he came from Kansas. But he dealt with injuries a lot this year, and he just didn't make a giant difference. And I feel like sometimes there are free agents like that in their year one where they don't, it's like maybe something like that happens, or they have lingering injuries, or they're just trying to find their way with the guys they're working with. So if Turk Wharton can step into what they wanted him to be right out the gate next season, and then you go maybe into free agency, or you got to find that, one more guy. And I think that defensive front all of a sudden starts to look a lot better, maybe make a difference. And, with the news of Luke Kuechly being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and just how incredibly great his career was, is kind of just shows you, I think when you build that front, if you can get a linebacker, and the Panthers just don't have the guy at linebacker. So, those are 2 areas you're really going to start looking at.
Jim Szoke also highlighted that linebacker position and referenced the great linebackers the Panthers have had in years past. Tony, if I'm not mistaken, Rico Dowdle was awesome with Carolina this year, especially kind of early midway through the season when Chuba Hubbard went out with injury. What is his status with the team? Is he a free agent?
Yeah, he's entering free agency, and I doubt the Panthers are going to have the ability to sign him. I know he wants to be viewed as a number 1 running back, and I don't think the Panthers really is. He kind of fizzled out towards the end of the season. I don't think it was only him. I think the Panthers' offensive line, had some real problems, and they were playing better defenses down the stretch too. But I don't think the Panthers put a lot of money in Chuba, or a significant amount in Chuba Hubbard the year before. You got Jonathan Brooks, maybe.
Oh, wow. Forgot about that guy.
Before. I'm really hoping that this isn't one of those stories where a guy who seemed incredible, or had incredible potential, is just ruined by injury from the very beginning. He's missed the first 2 seasons, or he's missed the first 2 seasons. But maybe he could come back. He's had the full, he's had 18 months or more to rehab this injury. So I think the Panthers are going to have to go Chuba, hopefully Brooks, and Trevor Etienne, and also maybe they'll probably get some journeyman in free agency.
Obviously, the Panthers won more games, so the draft position not the same, Tony. But how about, this time last year, you probably had no idea the Panthers would be going wide receiver first round of the NFL draft. So might need to ask you this when we get closer to the draft. But what do you want to see from the Panthers draft this year?
Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly like a position, because you really just want to be, get a guy that's going to come in and make a difference from the beginning. I think that's where you have to be flexible in round one. But there is one element that's kind of like it's problematic for the Carolina Panthers, and that is Akim Ekwonu's PCL injury, where it's like I think that's what your kneecap or something like that. And it's the injury Jimmy Graham had, and he talked about how like it's just like such a hard injury to come back for. And so Akim Ekwonu, who they signed a 50-year option with, is going to get. They're stuck with him. That's stuck. Well, that makes it sound terrible, but he's not going to probably play this year.
Yeah.
The poor guy's also going to lose out on getting it. They were sitting there thinking about signing him to a big deal, and he was going to get the payday. You're going to pay your left tackle. And that's probably not going to happen for him. He's probably going to have to come back on a 1-year deal to prove that that he can come back from that injury. So what does this do for the Carolina Panthers is that they've already spent, I think they spent more money on their offensive line than almost like any team since they got Robert Hunt. They paid these two guards a ton, Robert Hunt and the other guy's name's escaping me real quick, but it'll come to me. And then so now you're kind of stuck. You don't have a left tackle. So what you do is you're probably going to I think they're going to work a patchwork guy in free agency. We got Ninjman on the team, and he was pretty good. But I think the Panthers might need to be looking at going into the draft and saying, we need to be thinking about taking an offensive lineman. And Dan Morgan has never taken an offensive lineman in the draft so far, so it's probably time.
All right.
I'd like to say, that's probably going to dictate, watch that left tackle position to kind of dictate, free agency and the draft in some form or fashion.
Tony Dunn joining us on the Turner Home Team live line, kind of an off-season preview, and we'll talk about it throughout the weeks and months here on Pirate Radio. All right, Tony, ECU baseball getting underway today. You going to try to make it out to any games this year?
Yeah, I'll probably wait for the weather to warm up a little bit more before I get out there. But yeah, it's always a good time. If anything, you just go hang out in the jungle and stand on the back of somebody's tailgate and watch over the fence.
Well, you won't be doing that this year due to construction, but you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going to be a different look out there this year.
Okay.
But it's all signs of progress moving forward. Tony Dunn joining us. Tony, appreciate it, man. We'll talk to you again next week.
Yeah, sounds good. Take it easy, Clip.
All right, there is Tony Dunn, C3 Panthers podcast, joining us. Trouble in the first inning for Ethan Norby. The Musketeers have put up 2 runs in the top of the first and have runners on the corners as these Xavier bats, as advertised. So the Pirates will have some work to do. It is 2-0 Xavier. Ethan Norby gets out of it with a strikeout, and we go to the bottom of the first with the Pirates trailing 2-0 on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck. When we return, Ethan Cohen from ESPN Radio joins us. We'll have that for you as we roll on Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this. UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
Beauty Bar Medi Spa specializes in non-surgical aesthetics. Our expert team of licensed professionals are dedicated to offering personalized solutions, giving you natural-looking results. If you've ever been curious about lip filler, now is the perfect time to explore it. For the entire month of February, enjoy special savings thoughtfully customized to enhance your natural beauty. Never overdone, always you. Not sure where to start? We offer free consultations, giving you the opportunity to ask questions and create a personalized plan just for you. Call Beauty Bar Medi Spa today or book online at beautybarmedispa.com. 1021 Red Banks Road, Greenville. Go Pirates.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Dwarfinators!
Mount up!
That's right, the Dwarfinators are coming to the Buccaneer Music Hall February 16th. It's the Little Giants taking on the Tiny Titans with death-defying maneuvers, high-flying aerials. This is an event you will not want to miss. Get your tickets now at Dwarfinators.com. That's February 16th at 8 p.m. The Extreme Dwarfinators Wrestling Crew will hit the ring at the Buccaneer Music Hall. Get your tickets now. Dwarfinators.com.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see, or a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality, that's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Steve. You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. At Langley Contracting, they are the superior roofing specialist. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, they've got you covered. And best of all, they handle your insurance claims. Locally owned right here in Eastern North Carolina, licensed, insured, and have a 25-year roof warranty. Call them or visit online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today. Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, we got J-Bone and intern Zach out at Clark LeClaire Stadium doing some good work. But how about this picture I just got from Jenny, Shirley? I don't know if I've seen this. We got a porta-john in the Xavier dugout.
What?
Yeah, so I guess in conjunction with the construction and everything going on, if somebody needs to go potty, they can just go right down to the end of the dugout.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. Anybody see Billy? He's up to bat. Yeah, he's in the John.
Somebody, you know what? Eventually, some baseball team is going to get a little randy and try to tip that thing over.
I have a tipped over porta-john story, but I don't know.
Is it suitable for air? Or at least can you edit it?
I mean, it is, but it still makes me feel bad.
Okay.
But yada, yada, yada. I ended up giving the girl a ride home after being tipped over in the porta-john.
Okay.
So that wasn't great.
All righty.
So,
Oh, and by the way, quick update for ECU softball. They've blown the doors open. They're up 6-3 in the top of the 5th.
Buccaneer Music Hall School Board presented by the Buck. Let me do something real quick. It is my daughter's birthday today. So.
Hello.
Hey, Lily.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I said, what are you doing? But I am doing good.
Oh, nothing.
I have something to tell you.
What?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lily. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Was it going to Chico's?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll see you in a couple hours.
Okay.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
All right. There is Lily. Might be the longest phone conversation I've ever had with her. I have millions of texts.
She's not much of a talker.
No. I'm happy. I can't believe she answered. I have, just boatloads of texts. But if you went through our call history, it might be like 4 or 5 calls ever.
Ever? Really?
We're texters. She especially.
My godson is 13, and he rarely calls me. It's all text.
People don't talk on the phone anymore.
No, I do all the time.
Well, you and there's one person that if I'm ever on the phone, my wife knows exactly who I'm talking to. It's Mike Mullis. Mike Mullis is he's a phone talker.
He's a phone guy.
Yeah, he is.
Yep.
What are you pointing at? You're a phone guy, Nick? You like to talk on the phone? All right, put that in your first message to the girl.
I already sent one.
What?
Yeah.
You've already sent one?
What'd it say? What'd it say?
It was asking her about any specific travel plans.
No, I need the exact message as you typed it.
It was just, got any interesting travel plans. That was it.
Did you say hey?
That is a hey, basically, yeah.
Wait, your whole message was, got any interesting travel plans?
I'm asking about her personality and if she has anything interesting going on related to what it was.
That comes off very cold, like not even a hi, I'm Nick, or is that just implied, I guess?
Implied,
I don't know how this works. Okay, fine.
Yeah, me neither.
Did you tell her you went to Alaska?
No.
Dude, you're doing this wrong.
I just got back. Yeah, why are you going to ask for travel plans and not include that?
I'm going to ask my wife if I can sign up on Hinge just to try to talk to this girl.
just that.
So you can't have her.
I want the response to this.
Look, it's for work. It's not for real.
Honey, please let me sign up for this dating app. It is for work-related reasons.
I'm trying to screw over Nick here.
We like to call it research around here.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right. Well, good luck.
And Buffalo just tied it up, by the way. It's now 6-all.
How do we know if, like, you get ghosted or not? Like, how long do we have before we...
I have no clue.
30 minutes? 2 days?
I would say 2 to 3 days.
Does it show when she reads it?
No.
Okay. Well,
honestly, thank God for that.
Yeah, that's a good thing. You can just say, well, she probably logged off and canceled her account or whatever. All right, let's get to our chat with Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio. Joined us to talk NFL. A lot of topics. Man, Mr. High Energy, Evan Cohen. Really enjoyed the chat. Hope you will as well. Here's myself, J-Bone, and Evan. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, Evan Cohen, Unsportsmanlike. You can hear it each morning here on Pirate Radio. Watch it as well. Evan, appreciate you joining us again. You talked to Jonathan last time around. Nice time to formally meet you, talk to you for the first time. But appreciate your time. How you doing today, man?
My pleasure, Cliff. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And Evan, first thing I want to ask you, we are Pirate Radio. We cover East Carolina. We cover the region, the state, and national sports. But also, I am a big Commanders fan. I'm a Atlanta Braves fan, and I try to be authentic. I think people enjoy that. Also, it can be a detriment because some people just want to hear the sunshine and rainbows, and it's not always that way. But I remember there was a night where the Braves won the NLCS over the Dodgers. The same night I had to host a post-game ECU football show. And I cared about the ECU game, obviously, but hell, I was ready to celebrate that and talk about that more than ECU. I bring that up just because, as a Boston sports fan, how do you handle that as a national host? How much do you incorporate what you love personally when some folks want to talk about what's going on across the country? How do you kind of handle that?
Well, I'm the weirdest sports fan known to man because I'm from New York. I live in New York. I am a Patriots fan. I am also somebody that grew up loving the NBA, but I hated the Knicks for whatever reason. I moved to South Florida in 2003. Prior to Dwayne Wade getting there, prior to Shaq, prior to LeBron, I became a huge Miami Heat fan. And I grew up a New York Mets fan, so I don't like the Braves. So and I went to University of Wisconsin. So my weirdness is beyond comprehension. So I do what you do, which is there's no upside in not acknowledging it.
Right.
Like the idea of, I'm like what people call a front runner. I have no problem with people saying that in terms of the Heat and the Patriots have been to the finals and won it all, Super Bowl, whatever it is, a million times. Mets, certainly nobody's calling me a front runner on that. And my Wisconsin Badgers, nobody's calling me a front runner. But I think it's the easiest thing in the world now at this point in our careers. Just own it. You being a Commanders fan is the right way to go. You being a Braves fan, yes, and ECU, while that's all going on, I think we just got to own it. So a lot of times I will allow for my fandom to come through because I just think it's the honest way of doing it.
Yeah, no doubt. And look, this joke's been said about Washington over the years, off-season champions. Did the Mets win another off-season championship? You guys dominate the off-season.
They do. And, of course, this is typical Mets. So they get Soto a couple years ago, right? Then Lindor before then. And then this offseason, everybody's all upset because they let guys walk, right? They let Pete Alonso go.
Yeah.
They let McNeil go. They let Nemo go. They let all these guys go. And I kept saying, I trust this regime. I trust David Stearns, the general manager, comes over from Milwaukee, from New York originally. Then they go out there and get all these guys this offseason, Bichette amongst others. But this is when you know it's the Mets. When you get to spring training, and we know now that Lindor is going to be out for a while, and a couple of the guys showed up to the Mets camp with a Yankees bag. Devin Williams used to be on the Yankees, and he shows up with the Yankees bag with all of his stuff. That's when you know it's the Mets. That's what I have felt forever. That's what you have felt forever. Well, really, pre-Jaden Daniels as the Commanders. one thing, wasn't there that time where the whole building started flooding with like poop all throughout the stadium?
Yeah, that was beautiful FedEx Field at the time. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, so that's what it is to be a Commanders fan or a Mets fan.
Yeah, no doubt. So what is the talking point coming off the Super Bowl? I asked this question this week, Evan, and I'll get your take on it. And we have biases here, but rank these quarterbacks on this day we're talking: Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May. How do you rank them?
I think because of where we are in the moment, we go May, Caleb, Jaden.
Okay.
I also think a year ago it would have been Jaden, Caleb, May. I think as the season started, it would have been Jaden, May, Caleb. And so I think all three have been ranked 1, 2, and 3 over different points of it. Would you agree with that? Like if you just take from when they were drafted and when they actually got to the place they got to now, Clip, if you think about that, I bet you at different moments we could have said each one of those three all ranked 1, 2, and 3 in different times.
100%. And I'm one of the more, and for good reason, glass half empty, football fans, Washington fans out there. Jaden Daniels had me believing we could legitimately win every game. And then we saw him get banged up and then leave, and here we are again. I'm hopeful that things can get back to the winning next year. But I also said that, when I brought that up, Evan, that, hey, maybe there's a chance that they're all three really good, and it was just a great draft class of quarterbacks, and they'll all have success in the NFL. I kind of brought that up because there is some following the Super Bowl, Drake May just about won the MVP. Now he stinks because the Seahawks dominated him, and I don't believe that to be true. But, there is that talk out there.
Yeah, I mean, I think that what happened, and as you mentioned, I'm a Patriots fan. So Drake May all year was able to do the thing that I love the most from quarterbacks, which is whoever's open, throw them the ball. That may seem so simple to people listening on Pirate Radio right now saying, yeah, of course, it's the quarterback's job. Well, you know as well as I do. There are many times where quarterback will get to the line of scrimmage and they'll make the decision, well, 88, I'm making up a number, is my number one receiver. I'm going to look at 88, and I'm going to make sure that 88 is going to get the ball. Drake May drops back. Who's open? That guy's open. Now that Pop Douglas is open. Kayshon Boutte is open. Matt Collins is open. Hunter Henry, he just hits the open guy. In the Super Bowl, he was completely unable to do that because the pressure was there, and he was just a completely different player. He was playing more, frantic, nervous, however you want to say it. And Josh McDaniels, who I think is the best offensive coordinator of my lifetime, I think had one of the worst games he's ever had. There was nothing they did that was different than how they started, and they pummeled him. But, yeah, May looked bad in that game. I don't think anybody would say May is bad. He did help a team get to this. Year two, there's a lot of number two in there. Year two, number two in the MVP, number two overall in the NFL based on Super Bowl runner-up. That's a hell of a year.
Deuces are wild. Let's bring in Jarrett to the conversation because, hey, this time last year, you're fired up, Jarrett. New coach Pete Carroll, new quarterback Geno Smith. Everything's looking good for your Raiders. And then it wasn't. And I know you want to ask Evan about maybe the future of this Las Vegas team.
Yeah, Evan, I was telling Clip the other day while I was watching Clint Kubiak's introductory press conference that, like, man, I'm such a sucker because every year, every coach is like, this place is special, man, historic franchise. It's the silver and black who wouldn't want to coach here. And then I buy in every time. And I'm kind of being a little cautious with this Clint Kubiak hire. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that what we saw from Kubiak is what we need to see with a team like the Raiders, but I don't know that they're going to be able to accept it. Okay, what in the world do I mean by that? What do I mean by that is this. I believe a team like the Raiders needs to be intentionally boring. I understand it's Vegas, and I understand it's flashy, but sometimes teams like the Raiders or the Cowboys need to realize in order to win football games, just keep it low profile. Clint Kubiak, religious guy, family in the sport forever with Gary Kubiak, his dad. He comes in there. He's going to get Mendoza as his quarterback. He's quiet. We've had, Courtney Cronin, who works with us at ESPN, has been a fill-in on the show for Chris Canty a couple of times, along with Michelle Smallman and I. And she said she covered Kubiak when he was with the Vikings as an assistant, when she covered the Vikings for ESPN. And she's like, never in a million years would I have told you that guy was going to be a head coach. And we said, why? She goes, it has nothing to do with football. It's just the way he carries himself. He's just calm and quiet. Look at what happened in Seattle. Mike McDonald, unbelievably boring, their head coach. The Super Bowl MVP, Kenneth Walker, unbelievably boring. I'm saying that complimentary. Like, I'm someone that loves the Tim Duncan method of just do your job. And just, if you want to be outspoken as an athlete, that's totally fine. I don't care. Whatever, use your platform. But sometimes in terms of winning for some organizations, the organization and the laundry in itself is going to speak for you. Just speak a little less. And I think that's what Kubiak has already started to do here. And I think he's been a little bit low key. And that's what you want if you're a Raiders fan right now.
Hey, Patriots won Super Bowls being pretty boring. Hell, the year they had Moss and Brady breaking records, they didn't win the Super Bowl. So boring.
Okay, good point. Now let's talk about that for a second. I'm glad you walked me into this. Randy Moss is an all-time great guy. Everyone that works with him loves him, right? I don't know him personally, even though he's at ESPN. I know I've been to charity events that he's at. He signs every autograph for every kid. So don't believe what some of the negative stuff is about Moss. Guy's wonderful from everything I gather. Yeah. Moss was the greatest receivers to ever play the sport. The year that New England had him, undefeated season that year, they didn't win the Super Bowl, right? They did not. When Brady had lesser receivers, we go back to what I said earlier. Just hit the open man. Brady used to always win with lesser guys than more of the high-profile guys. And I think it's a lot of the team quiet. And Moss wasn't loud when he was with New England. But you get my overall point. I think what you're saying is right. Like when you're saying the Patriots for 20 years, they were boring-ish on purpose. Do your job, Belichick style.
Evan Cohen joining us today on Pirate Radio Live. Evan, working alongside Chris Canty and being around other athletes. When we bring in guys, and I've done shows with former Pirates that went to the NFL, they have a perspective that I'll never understand, and I love picking their brain and them talking about it. And I have something that they never really thought about, like the spreads of games and just other things that maybe I could point out that they didn't think about. So let me ask you, I'm sure you get a lot from Chris Canty. Have you ever said something to him from your fan perspective that made him say, hey, I never looked at it that way as a player?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he's amazing with that. So I've worked with a lot of former athletes. I've never worked with somebody like him. He's unbelievable. He is as prepared. You and I are radio people. Like, we do this. We're broadcast people. We study this medium to do this. This guy played 11 years in the NFL. He won a Super Bowl, and he studies the medium the way that we do. It's the craziest thing in the world. Like, when you're around him, you realize, oh yeah, that's why he's in that seat. That's why he's on a national stage. But yeah, he certainly has appreciated that, but it's way more the other way. There are so many times where he'll say something and I'll be like, wait, say that. I'll have my notebook, which I have right next to me right now as we're talking. And I'll be like, say that again. And I'll write it down. There's something, of course I forgot it now, but like where it's like rush attempts plus first downs equals like, how many, some crazy thing where it's like, wait, that makes a lot of sense as to what the formula for victory is. Like and so many of those things, and I just sit back and I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. I'll give you one. I'll give you one specific one. You earn the right to rush the passer. Never heard that before working with him. Have you ever heard that before?
I've not. No.
Okay, let me explain what that means. It's so obvious, but you don't think about it. You earn the right to rush the passer. When do you pass rush? When the opposition is passing. When are they normally passing? When they have more yards to go. If you stop them on first and second down, third down, and 7 or beyond, you earn the right to rush the passer.
Yeah.
So he's saying you better play hard first and second down, stop the run, so you can pass rush on third down. Like little things like that, you're just like, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, watching a game with former Pirate QB Holt Nailers, he's doing the Tony Romo. He's saying what's about to happen before it happens. And it's cool, but part of me doesn't want to know. I'm like, Holden, I don't think I want to know this. I want to watch this as a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I get too close to it, I may not enjoy watching it as much.
Yeah, that's interesting because Canty and I don't watch games together. We all of us intentionally go our separate ways in terms of the game. So, because our whole thing is we want to come in on Monday or whatever after every game and have our own notes about, like, right. We know, all right, we're talking about this game and these are the themes we're talking about, but I have no interest. I'm going to walk you through exactly what happens in the morning. I get in there. CC gets in there. Smalls gets in there. We all three say hello and we go to different places. Seriously, I have a little cubby, like office thing that I go to. CC goes in the studio. Michelle goes to a different area on a different floor, and we're all doing things separately. So the first time we're hearing each other's opinions is when the show starts.
Yeah, I like
that. We all know what we're going to talk about, obviously, but we don't know the opinion part of it.
And I got this from Troy D, who was a co-owner here at Pirate Radio and host, and I produced his show, but he'd always say, save it for the air. And
yeah,
I say that to Jared and everybody constantly now when we start talking about a game or something, like, hey, save it. Let's save it for the show. Evan Cohen joining us. Evan, hey, we're excited here in North Carolina for our pro basketball team for the first time in forever. I mean, Charlotte has been one of the most irrelevant pro sports franchises, and you can speak to that too, and for years and years. So to have them winning games now, to have that arena excited is fun. And they aren't even 500 yet, but they've won 9 out of 10, and it's got people jacked up for what could be and a postseason here in Charlotte, North Carolina. How about the Hornets? And would you agree that across the board they've been irrelevant amongst other teams?
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, the relevancy is MJ, obviously, previously. But now the relevancy is this lineup and is this team. And from Lonzo to Brandon Miller to Con Knipple to Moose doing things, Diabate now doing things. Bridges, obviously, I know he's suspended. But then going out there and getting Kobe White. Liam McNeely, I don't believe plays much, but was a first-round pick, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
So I think that, there's just a bunch of guys on this team and they're just playing an up-tempo, exciting brand of basketball, and they keep winning. And Charles Lee's done a tremendous job, obviously, with them. And I've been impressed. I've been Kalkbrenner, the center, right? I mean, it's another one. I mean, it's unbelievable what they've done.
Speaking of boring, he is the most. He never makes an expression. He's the most bored basketball player, but he gets it done out there. Boring is good. We've learned
That's
today.
exactly right. And people love Knipple. I mean, they say he is going to be like the next big thing. Brandon Miller when healthy, obviously. And LaMelo, did I say Lonzo before? I hope not.
You did, yeah.
I meant to say LaMelo. I apologize, LaMelo. But the thing, and even Grant Williams off the bench is not the worst thing in the world. I think the thing that I like is LaMelo. LaMelo wasn't playing serious basketball for a while, and now I think he's playing serious basketball.
I was anti LaMelo. I admit that. Hell, I didn't want him to draft him just because of the LeVar effect, but I don't know what's going on with him, but I've never.
Yeah, but the LeVar effect, this is where we all got it twisted. LeVar Ball got it right. I mean, if you really think about it, he was hyping his children.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I'm not gonna judge other people's parenting. I would say that my version of parenting doesn't look like his. His doesn't look like mine.
True.
But guess what? Would I sign up for my two kids to go pro in the profession that they dreamt of going pro in, whatever that profession is? And he's 3 for 3, he and his wife. LaMelo is a good basketball player who's set for life financially. Lonzo, when healthy, was a very good player. And LiAngelo, say what you want, has been a successful rapper. I mean, look, again, you may not want to parent like LeVar, but LeVar and his wife did it right relative to their kids reaching their dreams in life. And they all simply are happy kids.
3 for 3. You'll take
Seriously.
that in the lineup every day.
That's right.
Jared, any other Hornets questions for Evan?
My only question, because I'm a fan, it's exciting, but it's weird to see them in national media talks.
Right.
How weird is it from somebody on the outside, Evan?
Yeah, I have to be fair now. I wouldn't say they have catapulted their way into consistent national conversation. I'm not going to tell the fans of Pirate Radio that you're going to tune in 6 to 10 a.m. For Unsportsmanlike and hear consistent Charlotte Hornets talk. What I can tell you is they are not far away from being considered for consideration for consistent conversation, which is way closer than they've been in the last decade plus outside of anything MJ related.
We're receiving votes. We're not quite there yet, but we're receiving votes.
Well said. Well said.
So last time you were on with Jonathan, I think you mentioned, hey, if Jaquan McMillan makes a play, make sure you shout him out.
I mentioned it on the air. I mentioned Pirate Radio and Jonathan Elby. I mentioned him on the air. I did.
How about like the next day or whatever, he makes the play of the playoffs, or at least the most controversial
on our
play.
Show.
Yeah.
I did say it on our show.
That's awesome, man. By the way, was that an interception or a catch?
Well, what would you want it to be for the sake of – I'm not going to now go after him, so it's always going to be an interception, of course.
For Pirate Radio, I was hoping interception.
I'm a two-time guest on Pirate Radio, whatever you guys want me to do at this point.
Well, I bet on the Bills, so I was hoping it was a catch, honestly. But yeah, I'll take the pick for Jaquan. We'll take that.
There you go.
Evan, and you'll see this coming soon. So a couple more Pirates will be on the big stage. Gavin Williams for the Guardians and Trey Savage, who set the world on fire in the World Series last year. So baseball right around the corner. Anything? We got Daytona coming up. What else post Super Bowl is kind of on your radar here?
NBA for sure in terms of All-Star break in the second half of the season. Also the Combine. The Combine is going to be a huge thing. A lot of the moves leading into free agency happen around there. A lot of the rumors. This GM spoke to that GM. A lot of the trades that you hear about. A lot of people are speculating that because it's not the best draft nor best free agency, that people think it could be a lot of trades in the NFL this offseason, speculatively. So that's what I'm looking for. NFL is king, you know that. So the Combine leading into the draft, ultimately free agency in between then, I should say, as well as, of course, the NBA playoffs coming up as well.
Evan bringing this energy, this will be like the equivalent of me doing an interview like this at 10 o'clock tonight or whatever. So for you to do your 4 hours and to come on with us and do this is awesome, man. That's why you are where you are. So Unsportsmanlike, check it out on Pirate Radio in the mornings. Anything else you want to plug, Evan? Anything else you got going on?
Listen to Pirate Radio. They've been good to me. They're good to the fans out there. Jonathan, Clip, everybody involved. Jared doing a tremendous job, and I appreciate the support for the show.
Hey, we'll do it again down the road. Appreciate you, Evan.
Thank you.
and really, really fun to talk sports with here today on the program. We will take a break. A couple of updates. At last check, ECU softball was up 8-6 on Buffalo. Pirates down 2-0 in baseball, but the bases are loaded. Colby Wallace just hit into a force out at home, so bases still loaded, but 2 outs as they try to get on the board for the first time in 2026. They're in the bottom of the second inning, and it's going to be a 1-2 count to, I believe, the catcher for the Pirates, Walker Barron. We'll let you know if the Pirates score and wrap up hour number 2 when we return after this.
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and, well, light one up. You've earned it. With weekly events like trivia, karaoke, comedy, open mic, movie night, and, of course, all your favorites: flour, merch, carts, edibles, and wellness products. Whatever you need to legally take the edge off, we've got your vibe covered. Order online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Hey, Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack. Need to sell your house fast without fixing or even cleaning it? Call the Turner Home Team.
Hey, this is proud ECU alumni Justin Turner with the Turner Home Team. We buy houses as is in any condition for cash, and we can close in just days. As a real estate investor and licensed agent, my team and I can give you options when you need to sell. Sell fast or sell for top dollar. You choose what's best.
Call Turner Home Team or visit theturnerhometeam.com. They'll make a no obligation cash offer for your home today.
Turner Home Team. Pirates supporting Pirates.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest-to-goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse. Open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse. Good food, good folks, snacks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now. Powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Michael Zagekwi Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years, and their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or give them a call at 752-1600. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Rock.
All right, back with you. Hour 2 Pirate Radio Live. A few minutes to go here in this segment, and why not bring on a special guest to wrap up hour number 2? He is ECU Hall of Famer, touchdown Tony Collins joining us. Tony, how you doing, man?
Doing fantastic. How you doing, Cliff?
Doing good, doing good. Did you get some PTSD flashbacks when you saw that Seahawks defense against your Patriots in the Super Bowl last week? They were the real deal, man. They were tough.
I'm gonna tell you, they came really close to the Bears defense. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. That defense was something else, man.
Yeah, and your defense kept holding them to field goals, which kind of kept you in the game, and you finally get a touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and you get a stop, but then Drake May throws the interception. It felt like the Patriots might be getting back in the game, but the turnover happened.
I'm gonna put it to you like this, Clip. The pressure was too much for Drake this year.
Yeah.
Now next year he's gonna get better because we're gonna get some more offensive linemen. So expect us to be back in the Super Bowl again next year.
That has been a question this week. You know, what are the Patriots? Were they kind of a one-hit wonder? Were they? But you think they'll be there and be back next year with a chance to win?
Absolutely. They got the right coach. They got the right personnel. They got the right general manager. They're gonna bring in another wide receiver. I'm hoping the guy from Philly. I can't think of his name right now. The big guy from
A.J. Brown.
A.J. Brown. We need get A.J. Brown in there, and then we're gonna go to the Super Bowl again. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah, because Vrabel coached A.J. Brown. Is that the thinking there?
It's a wrap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Come on, man. I don't know about a wrap. Hey, but the Bills got a new coach. The Chiefs are on the decline. There is the top spot in the AFC is open, Tony, if you want to take it.
And why in the world would you fire this coach that's been taking you to the playoffs every single year? He's been winning every single year, and you're going to fire him?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, well, that ain't your problem, so.
It's not, but it's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, sir.
It's as crazy as Bill Belichick not getting into the Hall of Fame his first go around.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. Who was the list this year? Roger Craig, Tony, who was in the league when you were playing, right? He was really one of the first guys to incorporate receiving with running back, or either doing it in a big way, right?
Roger Craig was a little bit after me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think when I was getting out, he was coming in like in 80, 88, 87.
Okay.
Like that. But to tell you, Roger Craig was a hell of a football player, man.
Had Luke Kuechly, Larry Fitzgerald. I'm trying to remember the whole class.
All of them deserve it. All of them deserve it.
No doubt. But no Robert Kraft and no Belichick in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know about Robert Kraft, but Belichick, come on. How can you not put Belichick into the Hall of Fame?
He cheated, Tony. I don't know. Hell, I don't know what the answer to that question is.
If he hadn't seen it, then they would have taken all the Super Bowls away. He's like, come on, man.
I saw a prop bet. It was just kind of a weird one. It said, will Bill Belichick and Jordan be married by 2027? What do you think, Tony?
Oh, man, that's crazy, man. Anyway, life goes on.
Life goes on. Tony, good stuff, man. What you doing this weekend?
Man, my wife rides in. I'm in Louisiana now, so it's Mardi Gras season down here.
Nice.
My wife rides in the parade, so I'm getting ready to watch her come through the parade and throw beads.
Man, a Valentine's weekend Mardi Gras. That sounds kind of fun. Well, enjoy that, Tony.
That's going to be fun.
All right, buddy. Well, head up. You said your Patriots will be back next year taking on my Commanders. Can't wait.
We will be back next year. You think your Commanders can make it to the Super Bowl next year?
Jaden Daniels versus Drake May. That would be fun, right?
That would be fun, but you guys don't have a good enough defense, though, man.
Look, you worry about your offense. Y'all couldn't get a first down the other night.
But I'm just saying, you got to have a defense. We got to be real.
We're out of time. We're out of time, Tony.
All right.
See you, buddy.
All right, buddy.
The Hall of Famer, touchdown Tony Collins, joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. I got him kind of yelling at the end there. That was pretty good. Always enjoy TC joining us on the show. We'll take a break, come back. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live, Morgan Ehlers, AHarp, Brian North, back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, are you in the market for a member-focused local credit union or making a switch from your existing one? Then explore First Flight Credit Union with branches across Eastern North Carolina where all residents are membership eligible. First Flight members experience in-person service, competitive savings, and loan rates. Everything from automobile, boat, and home loans, First Flight has you covered. First Flight is more than just a branch. They're on a mission to take better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches today or visit efirstflight.com. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Jeff Stein here at Brownwood Buick GMC. Pirate Nation, get ready. It's baseball season. You got hot dogs, apple pies, and Buick Enclave, Encore GX, Envision, and Invista, 0.9 and $3,000 off. Winter service special still going on, $210 in rebates on batteries, brakes, air filters, and wiper blades. We have 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer. Only at Brown & Wood, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hey Pirate friends, this is Rhonda from Russell's in downtown Washington, inviting you to join us right now for our big winter clearance sale. Christmas exchanges are complete and the winter clearance sale features all ladies merchandise 50% off and men's winter merchandise 40% off. The selection is fantastic from name brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and more. The deals are great and the customer service is even better. So come see us at Russell's in downtown Washington on Main Street for great savings.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
When it comes to building or remodeling your home, every detail matters. Hi, this is Kathy Herring with KDL Construction, and we believe great design begins with careful planning and ends with flawless execution. With open communication and a true partnership mindset, we guide you through every step, turning your vision into reality. Our goal, to deliver more than a building project. We create an experience that is seamless, stress-free, and inspiring. Visit KDLConstructionLLC.com to start your transformation today. KDL Construction, your vision, our craft.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. You would do anything to keep your family safe, so don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High-Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. Now let's head back into PRL as the game has just ended. East Carolina softball picks up a win over Buffalo by a final of 8-7. And they will get set to play Notre Dame at about 5:30, maybe a couple of minutes after that. Now back to you, Clip.
All right, Pirates and Irish going at it. Good win for Shane Winkler's team in game one of a doubleheader. A lot of softball and baseball going on in Greenville the next couple of days. Baseball team down 2-0 as we enter the top of the fourth inning. We welcome in AHarp, Alex Harper, former long snapper, joining us. What's up, AHarp?
What's up, my brother in Christ?
That is a sweet quarter zip.
Appreciate it. Carolina Hurricanes white quarter zip. It was a Christmas gift from the old lady.
By the way, you are famous enough that somebody dropped your name earlier today. Remember when I was telling y'all about the two guys that chastised me for not going to basketball games? I think his name was Spencer. But they were telling me that I needed to go to basketball games, and then just in the middle of it, he dropped I know Alex Harper. And I was like, okay, cool.
Wait, this was a caller or just someone?
No, it was somebody in the parking lot of UBE.
Yeah, he's a family friend of mine.
Okay. but that's pretty cool, man. They're like, hey, I know Alex Harper.
I mean, he's known me his entire life.
Not only that, I saw 3 ECU football players at OT's last Wednesday. They played sports trivia.
Okay.
And they were all nice young men. And but one of them, I guess, was familiar with Pirate Radio, and he dropped, does Alex Harper still do stuff with you guys? And I was like, yeah, once a week. So your name's spreading, dude. Your name's spreading.
We on the up and up.
We are. And then I told him, nah, he's teaching now. And it concerns me that they just hand out teaching jobs this easy. Like, you went from nothing to a full-time teacher.
They gave me keys to the school before I knew I had a job.
Folks, we got to do something about this. Morgan Ehlers joins us on the Turner Home Team Live line. The good news is, Morgan, we can trust Alex Harper with our youth, I think.
Sure you can.
Okay.
Alex is a stand-up guy.
Man, what a compliment.
Despite his past record.
Wow. We all make mistakes. We all grow up.
Hey, I beat the case. What record?
Morgan, how'd you do on your Super Bowl props? When I saw them mixing that lemon lime Gatorade, I thought, damn it, we missed that one.
Somebody made some money on that one.
Yeah. That was cool. They had an overhead shot of the Gatorade being mixed with about 2 minutes left in the Super Bowl.
Somebody on the sideline for Seattle made some money on that one.
Anything to add as we tie a bow on the Super Bowl? Just a dominant effort by the Seahawks.
Yeah, it really was. You know, we talked about their defense being dominant. I thought that Mike McDonald, and he's a defensive-minded head coach. I thought his staff did a great job of really getting after it. Especially on the left side of the line of the Patriots line. I thought their line just got manhandled all night, and Drake May didn't have a chance. And that's the blind side for a right-handed quarterback. And boy, I tell you, I felt bad for him after a while. But congrats to the Seahawks, Super Bowl champs.
Alex, this was your first year following the NFL a little bit. You didn't follow it super close, but even enough to know that Sam Darnold winning the Super Bowl is kind of a crazy thing to say before this season, especially before last season. But, man, he does enough. The defense won the game, but Sam Darnold did his job as well.
I know the folks in Minnesota are hurt that they had to let that guy go, and they got J.J. McCarthy at the helm.
Let him walk and wins the Super Bowl in year one with Seattle. Also last weekend, Morgan, we saw a Carolina Duke game, and I watched 0 seconds of it, and I've said that, growing up, Carolina Duke was the most important game to me when I was a Carolina fan growing up. Now I don't care about it. But I love that it came down to the end and there was a buzzer beater, because in today's world, I mean, we need these rivalries to live on. We need these teams to hate each other, the fans and everything, and it makes things more fun. And the way that one ended, the post-game theatrics sets up for at least one more meeting between these two teams in Cameron Indoor this year.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun in Cameron, especially if Duke pulls that one out. But it was kind of ironic. They go Carolina, storms the court. NC State puts out a tweet saying, storm the court, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. Really sort of a dig at Carolina. They go to Louisville and get threatened. Carolina goes down to Miami after storming the court. They get trashed.
Yep.
It is what it is. And, it's funny. I just don't see how some of these teams say, oh, we hate Duke, we hate Carolina. If you're playing for them, you're only there a year. You got the same agents now. I mean, you don't hate each other so much. You guys are hanging out at the Lamborghini store together. Come on.
I know. At least we can pretend that they hate each other like they used to.
You can.
Yeah. But it has it's certainly lost some of its luster. How about the Pirates putting on a show on Wednesday night as they knock off UTSA? And it wasn't just Jordan Riley this time. It was everybody chipping in, especially Mbang from deep.
I wasn't there that night. I had to do some work and watch the game. Was really that. If there was a must-win for East Carolina basketball, it was last Wednesday.
Yeah.
That was a must-win. You got to win no matter what, and you got to do it the right way, and they did. And maybe that can propel them, to the backswing of the season here as they get set trying to make that conference tournament. That would be great. That would be a great achievement for this team. But it was good to see, Isaiah Mbang get out there and start, shooting the ball the way he's capable of shooting it. Again, you feel bad for East Carolina watching them sometimes, but boy, I'm gonna tell you what, UTSA. They're not very good.
17 losses in a row, Morgan, and that's hard to do on purpose.
That's hard to do on purpose, and that's hard to make a trip all the way across the country to play that game.
True.
It's just, I mean, that's the bad part. I mean, it's not like you're coming in from Charlotte to play it or something. You're coming in from San Antonio, and that's a haul. I mean, that's a haul, and even if you're flying direct into Greenville, that's still a long flight. So, again, congrats to the Pirates, and hopefully they can use that and springboard it to a few wins here in the next couple weeks.
Morgan Ayler's joining us. Alex, you watch any USA hockey yesterday?
I tried. I had a basketball game yesterday, so I was watching bits and pieces of it before our game tipped off.
Had 2 goals called off in the first period, but still ended up winning with ease. I think 5-1 was the final in that game. Canada was winning at last check. So starting to keep an eye. USA women were winning earlier today as well. So keeping an eye certainly on the hockey. But I heard about this on a radio show, and my wife actually knew about this before I did. Apparently, did y'all see the French judge controversy? It was in the what event was this? Some kind of ice dancing or whatever they call it. Ice dance
figure
judging.
Skating?
No, well, ice dance. I guess that's different than figure skating. I don't know. But the wide margin of scores difference was called into question as the French judge gave France like this monster score and USA this very low score, which caused the medals to flop from silver and gold. And I love this. I think this is great. They said anytime the public is confused by results, it does a disservice to our sport. I wouldn't be talking about it if it wasn't for this. So I want to learn more about this. Was the fix in? Do we need a new way to judge these things? But I love some good old Olympic cheating here.
Without getting political, why do the French hate us so much?
I don't know.
I've always heard that, like French people hate Americans.
Will this cause like a world war, Morgan? Could the Olympics spill over into war?
What are they going to do? Take away, like, duck confit? I mean, what the hell do the French do now?
We got to call them freedom fries again.
Cheese, drink, and have the Eiffel Tower. Well, we got an Eiffel Tower, too. It's in Vegas. It's just, it's a whole lot more fun in Vegas than it is in Paris. So, who cares?
Morgan, thank you for standing up for our ice dancers. I appreciate that.
Who cares? I mean, French need to go back to France.
Well, they're in Italy.
Sorry if I've offended anybody, but, why?
Oui.
Hey, speaking of wah and wee, did you guys see the skier the other day going down I think it was the giant slalom, and he goes through the poles and demands himself?
Demands is an interesting way to put it.
Let's go 70 miles an hour and have a big plastic flaggy thing, give you a whack. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I'm not watching too much Olympics because of things like this going on, but I am interested in the hockey. We'll talk some Canes with AHarp and Nick coming up in a moment. More got ECU baseball. I'm sorry.
Before we talk ECU baseball, you gotta talk about the number one sport in hockey, curling.
Wait, the number one sport in the Olympics, you mean?
And Olympics and hockey, whatever, the Olympics. Curling.
So, what do you think about an adult beer drinking curling league like at the ice rink here in town?
I'm in.
Yeah.
Fall down and kill myself, break my other hip, but I'm in.
I'm kind of shocked that isn't a thing.
I have played it before up in Canada, and it is so much fun. It is so much fun to play.
How heavy are the rocks? Or what are they called? Is calling them rocks disrespectful?
Stones or rocks, yeah.
Okay.
And what you want to call it. They're, I don't know, I think they're 12 pounds, something like this, maybe heavier.
So were you the sweeper or the pusher, or what were you doing?
I was. It was a curling club in just south of in Quebec, Canada. My mom was from there, so we were visiting my grandmother, and she was still alive. And they took me there, and I was sweeping and trying to throw the things, and it's fun. It's fun. Now I'm a professional analyst. Now I can watch it on TV and say what kind of turn. Oh yeah, I'm into it.
So just like Holden, I watch football with him, and he calls out the play beforehand. You can do that with curling. You can say what they're going to do.
Yeah, we're not talking about Kenny Curlings from Blintz Creek either. Cool.
Morgan, how long do you think you would have to train seriously to make the U.S. national team?
I'm telling you, if you guys ever have a chance to go watch some of these leagues up north, they're not very far from those guys up there. They're very good. It takes skill to do that, believe it or not. But it's fun for an old guy to watch. So.
Yeah, I've never seen it like Morgan. This is like his most interesting man in the world commercial. I once curled in Quebec. What a story that is.
I don't curl very often, but I did it in Quebec.
Ethan Norby has been removed from the game in the fourth inning. It is 2-0 Xavier. Pirates trying to get out of this inning, and they do with a great play from the newcomer from South Florida, Jacome makes the play almost in shallow center field. So we go to the bottom of the fourth, 2-0 Xavier in the lead. Morgan, what you doing this weekend?
Busy weekend, actually. Working out at Chicago tonight for their daddy-daughter dance.
Cool.
Tomorrow night, going to be playing at Fat Cats in Washington for their Valentine's extravaganza. And then on Sunday, actually doing Brett Oliverio's daughter is having a birthday. Going to be playing at her birthday party.
Very cool.
So a busy weekend, yeah.
A busy weekend, a fun one for Morgan. Morgan, thanks for joining us, man, and have a good one.
You too. Take it easy.
DJ Captain Morgan joining us on the Turner Home Team Live Line. Let's take a break. When we return, more with AHarp and Nick as well. I want to, now that we're at this break, get y'all's thoughts on where the Canes are, what you want to see the remainder of this season, and how they stack up with other teams in the Eastern Conference.
I'm very scared.
All right.
Can't wait to talk about
There's a preview. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
For over 40 years, Greenville Motor Company has been the name Greenville Trust. Driven by service, powered by trust, and now offering one of the area's best service centers, 8 full-service bays working on all makes and models. Their certified team can diagnose, address, and repair any issue, big or small. From oil changes to engine work, go to a repair center that you can trust for the life of your vehicle. Greenville Motor Company, locally owned by the Cook family, right across from Greenville Nissan at 1000 Southwest Greenville Boulevard. DriveHereNow.com, driven by service, powered by trust, Greenville Motor Company.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
This is Miles Berry, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and Greenville Boulevard and on Railroad Street in Winterville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here is your host, Clipper Rock.
I got a lot in the playoffs last year. AHarp and Nick have joined me at the table. We got intern Mackay. We got Shirley Rhodes here on a Friday. Nick, have you heard back from old girl? No. I'll say that again.
No.
All right. No.
No.
Oh, I haven't been here in a while. How'd that coffee date go? I'm guessing not, Will. Is that the same one you're talking about?
Yeah, let's catch up, Alex.
You want to take a guess how it went?
Probably not very good.
Yeah, I got stood up.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So he's had no activity going on, but
I didn't have to say it like that, but
a lot of things are hinging upon what happens here on Hinge.
yeah, I got a like on. Bless you.
Thank you.
I got a like before the show started, and I said, "Clip, you wanted to try and get involved here. You can try and help me do a first message," and we collaborated as much as we could. So
Okay.
we're waiting on a response.
We collaborated nothing.
We sat in here and we talked about it, and we got decent ideas, and I put an idea into play.
Look,
Alex,
all you gotta do is keep casting the net out there.
Yeah.
That's it.
You've had a relationship for a while, Alex, but like when you're talking to a female online, do you say hello or hi or anything, or do you just say where are you going to travel?
Sending just hello? Like
no.
else?
All right, what was your message? Your first message to her?
So the first message I had, she was interested in travel, so I asked, "Do you have any interesting travel plans?"
And that's the whole message.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Do you have any?
I think you could have said, I don't know.
That just seems...
You know what? You should have said. You should have been like, "So where are we traveling to next?"
Oh,
okay. See, why weren't you here before 5 o'clock?
I don't know, because I don't get off work till 4:15, and I'm 45.
Would you have actually done that, Nick?
Yeah, 100%.
So where are we traveling to this summer?
Damn,
that would have banged.
Can you edit this? Can you unsend?
No, I wish I could.
That's all right. We'll try it again.
Maybe. Okay, if she answers it, maybe you could say, "Oh man, cool. I think we'd enjoy that," or maybe you could incorporate it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send you a screenshot on like Sunday and be like, "Yeah, it really worked, man."
All right, where will the Canes be traveling to this Stanley Cup playoffs? Hopefully nowhere, because hopefully they'll be in Raleigh for a lot of them. But right now, Carolina has 78 points, which is tied for the most in the Eastern Conference. Alex, you gave some gloom and doom before we took a break. Why did you say you were worried about Carolina here the rest of the way?
Yeah, I said I'm really scared because I feel like we are the Buffalo Bills of the NHL.
Oh.
Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. And this year, based on the playoff pictures of a start today, you're looking at no New York, no Florida. Boston is hanging on by a thread. Pittsburgh has come back recently. They didn't have a great start to the year, but they're where are they at? They're second in the Metro now, so they're in. But this looks like a year like if there was ever a chance for us to do it, it would be this one. Kind of like this year with Buffalo. There's no Kansas City. Like, all right, Buffalo, it's your time. And I just don't want to have the same fate that the Bills did. And
interesting take.
And I don't know if there's any trade piece that we could get that could put us over the top before we're even going to make one. So
like you like
scared.
the team, you like the parts. You're kind of worried about the mojo, the almost the intangible type thing.
I don't think this is the best team that we've had in like the last 5 or 6 years, but it's my favorite team that we've had the last 5 or 6 years because I genuinely like every player on the roster and the emergence of Brandon Bussey as not only a legit NHL starter, but like if you say Vezina, which is goalie of the year for those who don't know, if you say that and Brandon Bussey's name in the same sentence, it's not a like absolutely ridiculous thing to say. So it's been a really fun team to watch. But
by the way, Canes and Lightning have the same amount of points, but the Lightning point differential is pretty insane. Plus 59.
Yeah, they've been on some crazy heaters before the break.
They have won 5 in a row. Canes have won 3 in a row going into the Olympic break. Nick, how do you feel about this Hurricanes team?
I feel pretty good, but the second line center issue has been there for the past 3 years, and they still haven't done anything about it. But your best options this year are probably Vincent Trocheck, and I do not want that loser near this team.
Wow, wow.
Ooh,
I don't like him. I don't think he fits the Hurricanes. I know he was good in the past, but he's an assistant captain for the Rangers now, and the Rangers have done so good with him on that roster, and I just don't think he would work as a second-line center.
All right. Straight up called him a loser.
Have you seen the Rangers this year?
Of course. I watch
Rangers,
every game.
Thank you.
The Rangers suck. The Rangers are dead last in our division, and maybe they're close to dead last in the Eastern Conference.
I might be watching even more Canes games down the stretch. If the Hornets get to 500, I'm buying FanDuel Sports South or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, did you make that deal on the air or something?
Yeah, because I'm excited about the Hornets, and if they can get to 500, I'm going to get it. So be watching more Canes. But next week with this Olympic break, we'll see if we can get on Wade Minter, Mike Maniscalco to talk more Canes hockey. How about USA, Alex? How far do you think the Americans will go in the Olympics?
I have them getting a silver medal.
Canada?
That Canadian roster is unbelievable.
But, man, how much fun would that gold medal match be?
It would be a lot of fun for a few minutes at least.
Well, is it different than the classic thing we did a few years ago for the All-Star break? Yeah.
I mean, not really. It's just whenever you can put like McKinnon and McDavid and Macklin Celebrini with Sidney Crosby on a power play, it creates a lot of issues. But other than that, Canada's goaltending is probably the shakiest thing about it. So, I mean, I think USA can win gold, but you have to get to Jordan Binnington, which is the fun part.
And how are we like the world leader in women's hockey all of a sudden?
Canada is old. They don't have a ton of young talent.
You're not supposed to talk about a lady's age.
I'm relative to hockey.
I'm also glad he had an answer because I have no idea. I do know our starting goalie for the U.S. women's team has a Instagram page where she ranks all the Caesar salads that she eats.
I like that.
So she's cool.
I should do that with chef salads.
Yeah.
So how do you even rank Caesar salad? Just like 3 ingredients, right? What does it come down to?
Is it lettuce, croutons, and cheese?
Pretty much, right?
Does the dressing have to be included in it?
Well, yeah, and then, of course, the dressing. Maybe that's the difference.
So are you supposed to put anchovies in Caesar salad? Is that?
I think you're supposed. Like,
I've
what do you
heard
mean?
that
Is it like a
before.
law, a state law,
Well, no,
federal
but
law?
Like the original Caesar salad had anchovies in it.
I've never had an anchovy. Where do you get anchovies?
You can buy them in a can at any gas
At a gas station?
You can buy them at the gas station
That is not
you
true.
worked at.
Trademark 54 in Winterville had no anchovies, folks. We had an anchovy bar, just all anchovies. All right, Alex, Blake Harrell getting a contract extension.
I saw that. Good for him.
Yeah.
He deserves it.
I just want to know what the buyout is, because contracts mean nothing.
That is also a good point.
But I said what you said. Well deserved. I like when I like the Terry McLaurin situation where should you pay a guy his age that much for that many years? Probably not. But I'm glad they did because I love Terry McLaurin and we're paying him for what he's done in the past and what he hopefully will do in the future.
I'll give this administration some credit. I love how, or maybe it's just what everyone's reporting on. I love how heavily incentive based the contract is. I like that a ton because you can throw a boatload of money at a guy, and not that anyone would coast, and especially not Blake Harrell. He would never. But there's no reason to try your best. I know that sounds stupid but there's no reason to actually go out and do your best other than I just want to. So incentive based contracts, I would love to see more of that
100%.
Across other sports. I would love to see a big incentive based contract for basketball.
Yeah.
Please, or do something else.
Win 20 games, whatever. Yeah. Which there are those incentives in there. In fact, I think Short's got an automatic bump and extension for 20 last year, if I'm not mistaken.
They won 20 last year?
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I'm tired, guys.
In general, or?
Well, in general, it's the end of a long work week, but No, ECU basketball.
Well, let's talk about your basketball team. How y'all doing?
Still undefeated. Still never lost.
Never lost. They won 19 games, 19 and 14.
Okay. So we got 2 games remaining on the schedule. And the first game doesn't matter. Kind of. On Thursday, we will play the team in second place in our conference, and that will be for the conference championship. I may be cutting the nets down on Thursday in my home gym.
In my home gym. Man, that's awesome, Alex. Wishing you the best of luck.
I appreciate it. It's been really fun.
All right, AHarp, what you doing? You going to make it out to Clark LeClaire this weekend?
I'm going to do my best, but it is Valentine's Day weekend. I've made a lot of promises to my old lady that I got to uphold.
Good. She treats you good.
A, because I care about her. B, because she treats me well. And C, I will be in a lot of trouble if I don't.
Yeah. All those. It's incentive-based almost.
Yeah. I got an incentive-based contract.
An incentive-based relationship. Maybe you can incorporate that into some of your messages. If you date me for 2 months, I'll do this. If we are together 6 months from now, you get all this. Incentive-based.
Yeah, you tell that lady who likes to travel, say, you date me for 2 months, we'll go on a day trip. 6 months, we'll go away for the weekend.
We'll go time zone.
1 year, we'll go on a cruise.
International. Yep.
How much money do you think I have?
It doesn't matter.
You've got a long time
It
because
doesn't
it's
matter.
incentive-based.
Start saving now. He just said, 6 months? You save $3 a day? Put it aside?
With how much I get paid from this job, man. I'll get there when I'm 60.
Between what you make here and at Kane's Prospects, dude, you should be a millionaire by now anyway. All right, AHarp, thanks for joining us, man.
Thank you, man.
Have a good Valentine's weekend. Thank you, Nick. We'll take a break, come back. Brian North joins us on the other side. Back with you after this.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Hey Pirate Nation, Lindsay Gray here with Carolina Caliber. In 1960, my granddaddy started his firearm business right here in Eastern NC. Still family owned and operated, we have the area's largest selection for outdoor shooting sports and accessories and are one of the nation's top firearm dealers. At Carolina Caliber, we have everything you need from hunting, home defense, and personal protection, including a wide variety for ladies and youth. We buy, sell, and trade. It's a time-honored tradition. Visit us at Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville.
Enjoy the warm air circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
What's up, Pirate Nation? This your guy, Rajay Harris, and my spot to fuel up for great food in Greenville is Basil's. Looking for lunch today? Basil's lunch menu features signature pizzas, pastas, sandwiches, and salads starting at just $11. After work, grab a dinner and drink with friends with delicious rotating shelves features and plenty of ice-cold specials at the bar. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant on Fire Tower in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Winter is here, but Strauss Marine in Greenville is still your go-to spot for your boat projects and repairs. Now's the perfect time to get your boat ready for when the warm weather comes. Don't wait till spring. They've got you covered with outboard parts at great prices. Plus, they're running clearance sales on select items, so you can get ready for next season without breaking the bank. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StraussMarine.com. Strauss Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Joanne Weir, at 531-1148.
Joanne Weir, in MLS 75974. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender in MLS 208516.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
This is Ryan McChrystal, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is fully stocked with an excellent selection of SUVs, cars, and trucks. Whether you're looking to upgrade or to get a vehicle for a new driver, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 48 years. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here is your host, Clip Brock.
Man, I was about to call it Jack, and I would have been wrong, but I'll take a opposite field RBI double. Jack Herring gets the Pirates on the board. Back-to-back doubles for the Pirates. Burris and now Herring, and it is 2-1. Xavier leading East Carolina, but the Pirates with a little rally going, no outs in the bottom of the 5th. All right, let's head out to the Turner Home Team live line and talk to Brian North, WCTI 12, who joins us to get you ready for your sports weekend. North, how you doing today, man?
Doing great, Clipper. Hope you are.
I am doing well, and John Gilbert and Blake Harrell are doing well as they have both received extensions. John Gilbert, the East Carolina Athletics Director, and Blake Harrell, the head football coach of the Pirates. And the extension and a slight raise for Blake Harrell, a little restructured contract for him, will keep him here for years on paper, but we've seen, Brian, that those contracts can be broken and are broken every single day in the world of sports. I think the key number is, what is the buyout at this point for Blake Harrell? And I do not know the answer to that, but good stability for him. I'm hoping he'll be here for as long as he's signed and beyond, but we know how these things work. If he wins like he's won the last year and a half, I don't know how much longer he'll be at East Carolina.
So I don't know Blake Harrell that well to speak for him, but the one thing you hear from him is he's been kind of a loyal guy, and I think this place fits his personality. I think for Blake, more than the money, and I do remember his welcoming press conference where he talked about putting stuff on layaway with his wife during Christmas time and the struggle and how this is a big deal for him and his family. And while money is important, I think for Blake it's probably more about the support staff around him and finding an infrastructure for that to get done, helping keep coaches or groom coaches. When it comes to the NIL, I think he's looking for loyalty from players. And so I think there's probably more to it for Blake. He just seems like a guy who wants to be somewhere he's comfortable. Does not mean he can't be lured away, and temptation is the hardest thing to deal with in life. So there's going to be offers if he performs well, but he just feels like he's the guy who'd be willing to stay if he's getting what he needs to succeed in Greenville. So that's kind of my take on that. I'm glad he's getting rewarded for what he's done, but he just seems like that type of guy where, yes, money's important, but I think for him, legacy, but just having a chance to compete is what he wants.
And look, I'm a fan. I'm a sucker. I like when guys are paid for what they've done and are rewarded, even though it may not make the most sense for. And I'm speaking of like pro football players, kind of here, where it might not make not much sense for the future, but just kind of rewarding a guy for like the Terry McLaurin, I think, is a good example. Maybe it wasn't the best idea for Washington to pony all that money up for a guy that is getting older, but I like that they rewarded him for it. And I'm with you on Blake Harrell, certainly deserving for what he has done in his short time as head coach at East Carolina. John Gilbert, ECU Athletics Director, receives a 3-year contract extension. And Brian, a lot of different ways you can look at this. What is the AD's job? I guess coach hires, although they do go to external sources as well to bring in coaches from time to time, but fundraising, your conference affiliation, things like that. And I guess the Board of Trustees is happy where John Gilbert and this athletics program is right now.
Yeah, I always think of the AD, his job is to generate revenue, right? And not necessarily sell stuff, but, operate in a way that's responsible for your university. And are you generating money? And TV and streaming and has really become the cash cow. Luke Schwartz and I were just talking about this back in the old days, the good old days, where they needed local TV as a free source of advertising. So they would take care of us guys and give us the prime parking spots and the access and all these things. And now they don't need us as much anymore, right? Because they're looking for where is most of the revenue coming from, and it's all gone online. And so you look at the numbers being generated, and is ECU holding up? Attendance is down for like basketball, and I think it was up for football a little bit. But you start looking, do those numbers matter as much anymore with the way that revenue is generated? Now you're talking collectives and NILs, and now the schools are paying players as well. So there's a lot of numbers that are being juggled about now that I think probably determines more of the athletic director's status than what used to be how they were judged back in the day. Now, coaching hires are a big part of it. The product on the field, the entertainment value of it, there's still something to that, but I think it's judged a little bit differently than it used to be.
And speaking of things changing, Brian, back to the coach contract for a moment, one of the biggest arguments for extending a coach, where maybe it's not 100% approval on it as well, if you don't, people can use that as a negative recruiting tool. Like, this guy doesn't have an extension. He's not even going to be there. Why would you go there when he's not going to be there anymore? Now that the rosters are so year to year, do you think we see maybe less years on extensions, or do you think it's still a status quo moving forward for coaches?
Yeah, I think it still helps, and it's the confidence booster. And I think for staffs, when you're hiring other coaches to come work for you, I think that might be a little bit of a factor. I don't think it'll be as big a deal for players anymore, because it almost feels like players are looking at these as one-year deals. And so it kind of all depends on what the philosophy is going to be forward. I think you hear everybody say it. There's no way that this business model is going to hold up for the long term. At some point, there's going to be some fiscal responsibility that has to happen here. And I think at some point there's going to be enough cautionary tales of people trying to enter the portal where it does not work out for them. I think we've seen it with ECU, both pro and con on that. And at some point, you have to think there will be a slowdown in it because the lack of results for most people. There's always going to be the success stories of guys who move and do well, but for every one of those, there's 3 more that enter the portal and you never hear from again. So I'm curious to see if the portal movement continues as much as it's been done, or if people start looking at it bigger term about what's best for them academically and athletically. So I don't know if it'll matter much coaching contract to the guys in the future, but I think it more has to do with hiring coaches and vote of confidence for the fans.
John Gilbert has a decision to make with basketball. Does Mike Schwartz come back for another year as head coach? Does he go elsewhere there? And I don't really enjoy talking about firing a coach and looking at other coaches in season and while a coach is employed. And this may sound stupid, but my stance is I think Mike Schwartz is a good basketball coach, but if he gets fired, I would not start a protest outside of the athletics office. This is one of the, if not the worst ECU basketball team I've ever seen, and that includes the Ricky Stokes teams. I was talking to somebody Monday night at Sports Trivia about it, and we were kind of going through, hey, who would win a game between Ricky Stokes' Pirates and Mike Schwartz's Pirates? And I said, I think the roster was a little better with Stokes' team, but advantage Schwartz when it comes to coaching over Ricky Stokes. So, it's bad when you even have to draw those comparisons, Brian, but interested to see what happens with basketball. They are coming off a win over lowly UTSA on Wednesday night.
They play hard, and so you start looking at it. Really, this is all about how the team's made up. They're coming off one of the most successful seasons they've ever had, right? And that was based on players that they had last year that they don't have this year outside of Jordan Riley. And Riley's been great, but they missed on bringing guys in, whether it was through portal or through recruiting, and you throw in injuries. So does Michael Schwartz, who had a great year last year, become dumb over 1 year, or do you have to look at how the roster is built, and is there a general manager involved? And I think you have to look at that and decide if Michael Schwartz is the guy that you want doing that. Is he the guy that you just want coaching the team? Is there a better option out there for you? And when we talked about getting rid of coaches, I always say, what is your better option than what you have right now? Doesn't mean Michael Schwartz is the greatest coach that ECU's ever had, but is he the best that you can have here, and is there something to build on? I think it's a evaluation process that is so much different than it used to be because of how colleges are building their teams with this microwave portal stuff. And they missed on it this year. They didn't get shooters. And so he tried to go bigger this year. Well, it didn't work, whether it was injuries, whatever it is. It missed this year. Can you fix it for next year? And he's the guy that you want to fix it.
Brian North joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. ECU baseball getting underway. Busy weekend here with baseball, softball, lacrosse, all going on Saturday, and double headers in baseball and softball on Saturday, Brian. So folks will be busy on the campus at East Carolina. Since we last spoke, North Carolina beat Duke, and then a couple nights later lost to Miami. So a 1-1 week with a marquee victory in there. Also, since we last talked, I believe State lost by 40 to, what was that, SMU? Or no, it was Louisville. So what do you see right now with the ACC? Is Duke still the team to beat? Obviously they are, even though they lost to Carolina.
Yeah, I think so. And Clemson got beat by Virginia Tech the other night.
Yeah.
Right? So Clemson, they were hoping to have that first place showdown, even though I don't think anybody's got anything for Duke at Cameron Indoor. It would have been a little more salivating if Clemson and them were tied, but Clemson lost at home to Virginia Tech. So, yeah, I think Duke, just their defense is so good. And even in the Carolina game, they had some miscues down the stretch that was the perfect storm that Carolina took advantage of. But I think we all saw Duke was probably the better team throughout most of the game. When your only lead comes with 0.4 of a second to go, you have to say Duke's pretty good on the road at a place where Carolina was undefeated. Now Caleb Wilson's got the broken hand. Not sure how long he's going to be out there. So Duke's to roll with. NC State, it's really weird to say, but I think if you're Will Wade, you can take that loss. You'd won 6 on the road, 6 overall. You're playing really well. Okay, you're going to lose at some point. Might as well get blown out in a tough place to play. So then you can regroup and see if you can finish in the top 2 or 3 in the conference throughout the rest of the year. I think he's done a good job. There's not a lot of margin for error. But, again, would you rather lose a close one at the buzzer, or would you rather just have everything not go your way, get blown out by 40, and regroup the next day? I think Will Wade will take that, and he'll see how his team does back at home this weekend.
Brian North joining us. Brian, Chris Paul announcing his retirement, and, not a Eastern North Carolina guy, a North Carolina guy. Did you ever cover him, any high school games, any Wake Forest games? And know you followed his career for, 21 NBA seasons for Chris Paul.
Wake Forest. I was there. I watched him hit Julius Hodge below the belt, and I had some interactions with him. He was always one of those interesting guys that I don't know if everybody loved him. When I heard his rights were traded to the Toronto Raptors, my first thought was, there's no way Brandon Ingram is going to let him play. Remember they got in that fight when Ingram was with the Pelicans?
Wow, yeah, okay.
And LeBron James. And so, he's not always the most well-liked guy in the league. I know he gets a lot of respect, but I always go back to that Julius Hodge, punching Julius Hodge below.
I was going to bring that up, but you did it before I could, Brian. That's my legacy. That's Chris Paul's legacy with me. I'll never forget that because he had other incidents like that as well.
Right. Great player, but he was prone to like dirty tactics like that did not make him a popular guy. And like I said, I know Brandon Ingram, okay. And I covered Brandon Ingram. When I see Brandon Ingram go after somebody, that means that guy did something to Brandon. He's not the type of guy, cheap shot. He's old school, players type of player, man's man. And so when I saw him go after Chris Paul, that, again, put him in that Julius Hodge category of he did something to him. And you don't mess with a K-Town guy with a angry incident coming. So that just told me a little bit more about Chris Paul. Again, I don't know him. I've interviewed him a few times, but I don't know him that well. I just watch how others act around him. And so, I don't think many players are sad that he's leaving the game.
Brian, we'll wrap it up with this, not to air anyone's dirty laundry, but I already did it earlier in the week, so why not again? I asked Seahawks fan Luke Schwartz if he could come on for a few minutes and talk about his team winning a Super Bowl, and he had to decline because he was at a massage appointment.
Oh, my God.
And I was just like, man, does Brian North know you're doing this? And Brian North's never turned anyone down because he had a massage appointment. It just
you were breaking news to me about this. That Luke Schwartz had a massage appointment and couldn't do a radio interview earlier this year. I'm announcing it to our newsroom.
Top story. Yeah. The weirdest part was, Brian, he sent me a picture of him. Now, he's fully clothed, so that's good. But it's one of those, like, pictures of a mirror so I can see him, and he's in some room. I don't know, dude. It's hey, celebrate a I don't know if Washington won a Super Bowl, who knows what I would do. I'd probably do some crazy stuff too, Brian. But that one caught me off guard on Monday, I got to tell you.
I've heard of guys hanging out, getting massages. Yeah, normally the kinds you don't want to take pictures of. So that's all right.
Maybe it was a Robert Kraft spoof or something. It was something, I don't know. I don't know what was going on. But congratulations to Luke and the Seahawks fans. They dominated. The best team won the Super Bowl this year, Brian. I think we can say that.
Yeah, sure did. And you look, and we had the North Carolina connections with Jaron Reed, who's been in the league 11 years, the Goldsboro guy. And it's not like Goldsboro has a lot that they're thrilled about these days. So to have a hometown kid win a Super Bowl, that was really cool. Sam Darnold, so happy for Sam, who was at rough with the Panthers. And so I was happy to see that guy because he's had a lot go wrong for him, perception-wise. So that was really cool. And so, yeah, I had no problem with it. And you're right. Defenses win championships and prove that again. Drake May, the North Carolina kid, he's youngest guy to be in a Super Bowl. Let's just hope that doesn't affect him too much because I do like him from a fan perspective. I like the way he plays.
I talked to Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio and asked him to rank Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Caleb Williams, and he said since they've been drafted, they've all been 1, 2, 3 at some point. You know what I'm saying? They've all of them have been number 1, all have been number 2, all have been number 3, and I think there's a chance, Brian, the 3 really good quarterbacks got drafted last year, and hopefully they have long careers. But it's just interesting with the cycle and the Monday morning quarterback and everything. Drake May went from near MVP to a dud in that Seahawks game.
Well, remember, he was a dud when he first started with New England, right?
Yeah.
He was like, I can't play, the guy stinks. And then Jaden Daniels was the guy. But, look, injuries are a big part of it. And longevity and guys adjusting. I thought Caleb Williams had done a great job. He was a guy that a lot of people were doubting as well. And I thought he really showed his capabilities this year. And Drake May, I'm still not sure. Drake has got that moxie about him. I still need to see that classic pocket quarterback guy, right? I need to see the decision-making improve. And the thing about playing quarterback in the NFL, you have to evolve and you have to improve. Sam Darnold is a perfect example of that, of a guy who's just gotten better quietly. And once you surround them with good players, it's amazing how much better that they look and they can get. But staying injury-free, for your guy, Jaden Daniels, it's about rebounding and getting away from the injury bug, building the body up, and adjusting your game a little bit so you don't take as many hits.
North, enjoyed it as always, man. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll check in with you again next week.
All right, looking forward to it, Clipper.
Brian North joining us, Turner Home Team Live Line. We'll take a timeout, come back, get ready to wrap things up on a Friday. Back with you after this.
At Tiebreakers, we pride ourselves on serving
big, juicy wings.
I'm talking
big and juicy.
Our chickens are the same ones that kick sand in the other chickens' faces. If our chickens played football, they'd be linebackers. The competition's chickens, they'd be
skinny little kickers.
Trade those kickers in for linebackers. Join us today for
big, juicy wings.
All season long at Tiebreakers.
Tiebreakers, with 2 locations in Greenville and on Railroad Street in Winterville.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This February, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Outback Premium at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it now for $365 a month for 36 months. And don't forget about the Subaru A Lot to Love event. It's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville off Memorial Drive or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires March 2nd, 2026.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Play it again, sport. Buy, sell, trade. Great deals never felt so good. So good, so good, so good. I saved a bunch of cash. Buy, sell, trade. Using my gear like I never knew I could. Play It Again Sports. Buying and selling new and used sporting and fitness equipment for over 27 years right here in Greenville. Located on Greenville Boulevard across from the Nissan dealership.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com. The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Hey Pirate fans, this is Coach Cliff Godwin. The physicians at Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center have been caring for our athletes at ECU for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for our sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care, physical therapy, and diagnostic testing. For experienced and professional services, call the team at Orthopedics East at 252-757-2663 or visit them online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, this is Morgan Ehlers, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing. celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market for the most part. As they closed out the week, the Dow was up 48 points and finished at 49,500. The Nasdaq fell 50 points and closed at 22,546. The S&P rose just 3 points and ended the week at 6,836. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors stock market report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now, back to Clip.
All right, pick of the night. Just got a feeling that Miami of Ohio has been the greatest, best story in college basketball this year. They're on the main ESPN, and they're taking on Ohio. So it's like a rivalry game, big spotlight game. I'm taking Ohio plus 8.5 against Miami of Ohio. They got to lose sometime, right? Why not tonight? Also, make sure you get Con Knipple to win the 3-point contest on Saturday. Going with that as well. All right, for Shirley Rhodes, intern Mackay, intern Nick, and the crew, I am Clip Rock. Pirates got a little rally going here in the 6th inning. 2 on, nobody out. So we will check that out as we say goodbye to you on this Friday. Talk to you Monday at 3. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio.